Alright guys, welcome to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. Alright, so as you saw, this is going to be served as the post-match. Thanks to Chris Smith, because Chris Smith is the one that pressured me to do it today. I wanted to fully look back over the game 2 to 3 times when I have time, but he is saying that I need to do it. So I am here. My title is Loads of Positives. All right. Obviously, I'm going to start from before the game played, then go through all of my 7 positives that I've seen so far. All right. Obviously, we know that the draw 0-0 on the listing will confuse a lot of people, but tell me, you guys know me. I say it as it is, and I'm going to be wrapping it up. Let me start by bigging some of the people up in the chat. As you come in, please do hit the like button, because as you know, we are the real dudes. We are giving it as it comes. If the guys do the truth, we are going to say the truth. All right. If they don't do the truth, we're going to call it out. So some parts of the breakdown, we will say that these persons never play up to the level. And then some parts we are going to say these persons pass. All right. Yeah, man. So let me start by bigging up the people inside the chat. We have Chorus in the building. Up. Brian Burke in the building. Real Baller said he's the first one today. No, you're the third right there. I like the thumbnail and the title. All right. Thank you very much. DNA in the building. Massive respect. Joan in the building. Big up yourself. Vinny Congo, big up yourself. RR, massive respect. Omzo, big up yourself. Pinnock Gang said, good morning, sir. Rather, oh my God. All right. Yeah, don't worry yourself. Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. So let me see how it goes now. So Jamaica took on Cuba. Cuba had some good results over Honduras. 80, Suriname coming in. All of those teams are vying for top 15 in Concacaf. So if you don't turn up on the best day, they can eat your food. All right. And out of all of the teams in that played them, 80 that dominated us on our own patch. We drew 2-2 with them, and then we defeated them after, to showcase that they're a good team. They drew with that team, and they never looked far apart from them. And today, I would say that Jamaica looks far apart from Cuba. So out of Honduras, Jamaica, and also 80, Jamaica played Cuba the best, but maybe they did not get the best result, because Honduras did defeat them once. But Honduras played them twice. They drew 1 and defeated them in 1. But all of the other draws, all of the other results, Jamaica performance was the most dominant out of all of them. All right. So first good sign, we kept possession, and the possession was not just stall possession. Stall possession in football are in the defensive zones. All right. We had almost 45% of the ball in the attacking zones. That's from the half of the midfield third and also the attacking third. Jamaica don't play those football. Those things never happen for Jamaica, none at all. So what we saw is foreign to what we are seeing today. Obviously, the opposition could count. That is true. The opposition could count. But tell you what, we can't beat someone if we never see the next option. So today is the first we saw that. So we can't say, okay, them can't do that against Mexico. We don't know as yet. I do agree. We know that in my heart, I don't believe that they can do it against Mexico, but we don't give them the chance as yet. So the fact that we saw that just a while ago, it showcased that something is in the pipeline right there. So the possession that we had in the game, it was not stall possession, which is in the defensive zone. It's in the half of the midfield third and also the attacking third. So that is a very good sign for Jamaica. It's an upward trajectory there. That is possession. All right. Possessors of the ball in the game. I still think the disconnected points are still coming back. All right, but we still have to put it in it as a positive. The ball handler of the day was KC Palmer. We're going to put him up on the screen. No, KC Palmer. We're going to put him up on the screen. No. All right, we still are. We still will have the same negatives. You know, we are going to still have the same negatives that you guys talking about. We are going to still have that. KC Palmer, I thought that he was the ball handler. You saw his heat map right here. He drops low, deeper in our own half, picks the ball up, link the plays, played 90 minutes, had 86 touches. It's very rare we have our ball handlers in football history of Jamaica getting so much touches of the ball, because our plays in the history of Jamaica football was never so fluid. Obviously, we will still have to take in account the opponent that we're playing. Cuba is a mid-tier team in the region. That is true, but we still have to start from something. So for this game, in context, it still serves as a positive. All right, so 86 touches. Out of those 86 touches, completed 52 of 62 passes, 84% possession in an attacking zone. 4 key passes. That means he was in and around the a big chance. All right, to a good chance. Okay, long balls, 2 of his 5 long balls came out. He had 2 shots off target, 2 shots blocked. And the night that he took, something that will be remembered if people are not xenophobic and biased in the hearts of all Jamaicans, Ed, is the skill set that he displayed yesterday. The skill sets that he displayed yesterday, I know I was not in the stadium, but the feeling that he gave me on the stream, it's a display that we wanted Maggie to have. We wanted Maggie to have a display like this. Those piles and trickeries, the guy was elite with his movements, and that's the difference when you get him up the field a little bit more in a comfort space that he doesn't have to think about the defensive zones. We have cried for that. Put him up the field, see what this guy does. He had 6 of 6 dribbles, 100%. Take-ons, 100%. 100% for the entire game. Only the keeper of Cuba was nowhere near close to him as to what he was doing on the pitch. So that's an next upside. Put the players in the right position. That's an next upside, and I have to give the coach credit for that. I have to give coach credit for that, because that's the first thing he said. Players will be playing in their own position. The second positive, as it relates to let me finish off on KC Palmer. And we saying that we have not created any chances. Bollocks. Let me go down to the details. We have never created chances in no other game like this. In the last 10 years, we have never created chances like this. But the same condition apply. It is not the top tier teams in Concacaf. But we never did it against Dominica. We never did it against Damrep. So what are you saying? Cuba is better than Dominica and better than Damrep. So that means it's still some sort of progression. You see, it's still some sort of progression. It's still, because we never did it against Dominica. Dominica had we on the back foot. At Dominica, 3-2 that game finished. And if the guy never tapped the ball in the back of the net, it would have ended 3-3 as well. All right, so we need to remember these things. All right, so based on that, Cuba is better than Dominica and better than Damrep at this stage, based on their results and also their pattern of play. I would say this would have considered as a upliftment. Let me go to some of the zones in the statistics right here. 500 passes for Jamaica attempted, something refreshing right there, but we are not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about entries. We are going to talk about entries. 21 shots, 7 on target, 1 hit the woodwork right there. Shots outside the box, 12. Shots inside the box, 6. Shots blocked, 6. All right, shots off target, 8. And the attacking zones that you're seeing here, 3 big chances, 3 through balls in the day, 34 touches in the penalty area, 2 fouls in the final third, and 3 offsides. Maybe we can clear up the offsides a lot more. The passes, we had 16% in our defensive third, 44% in the middle, and 40% in the attacking zone. That's what I was telling you. People, we have never done these things. It doesn't matter. We played Trinidad in the Gold Cup, bollocks. We never did it. We played Antigua. We never did that. because in those games we are having eat break problems. That's what I do here. I collect information, retain information. All right. Yes, we never did that. Accurate passes 431. All right. And you can see the thirds because I'm showing everything right here. Throw-ins 20 to 16. Final third entries. 176. Final third entries. Final third entries. Go back on a game and find the 176 entries. So sometimes, people, we have to be careful. So final third phase and final third entries, 86 entries to be exact. The phase is 176 and we completed 126 out of that and 86 entries. And then we go to the long balls now. The long balls were 53. We completed 32 out of the long balls, which is 53% right there. We did 28 crosses. We completed 6 out of that. So we could be sharp on those things. All right. And then the duels, now we won 56% of the duels. All right. So based on what I saw here, this is a dominant display overall. So I'm on my second positive right there. We are 12 minutes in the video. That's good because it's only 2 there and I have 7 to go. I'm going to come to all of your guys' comment. But what you need to do is to actually support quality content. So I would be very much not pleased if I look at the like and I see 10 and 15 likes or 25 likes, because you cannot refute what I'm saying, because these are all the analytics that will move us forward. All right. The next positive I saw right here, it's the Ballocks that we had said that Lati Bodier cannot play deep line midfield. Lati Bodier might be one of the most technical, most educated player that we have on the entire team. That the level of football that we played yesterday exposed who can't possess the football, who don't have the football in IQ to take Jamaica to the next level. And this is going to give the coach a faster sight to pick who is fitted in this team. That's what we saw yesterday. Big up morning to everyone. I have not gotten no sleep, and I'm not going to get no sleep until 2 o'clock tonight, because I'm going to make the I'm doing 2 hours here, then I'm going to go straight off to Nigeria, and then I'm going to do Nigeria after. So I might get 2 hours sleeps in between, but it's Chris Smith terrorizing me, so I had to come out here. All right. I'm giving my 7, and then I'm giving my 7, and then I will take your questions. All right. Yes. So Lati, his tackles, his zonal awareness was elite. I like it. All right. You can always say that it's because of Cuba, but listen to me. We never did it before. So because of what? Why we never did it against all poor teams before? That is going to be my answer to you. Because of what? Why we never did it in history? Why we never did nothing like this before? You get me? So sometimes we have to try embrace little positives. And that's why people say that we are toxic. Because it doesn't matter what changes, we try to find a way to stay to the same stance. You understand me? Yes. So Latibody here, 83 minutes, 74 touches, passes 94%, which is 59 of 63. All right. He tried 2 dribbles, completed both of those dribbles. The possession lost 6 times, committed 3 fouls, had 1 and was fouled once. Clearance 1, interception 1, tackle 1, and once dribble pass in the game. And the long balls from him, he was 4 of 6. He made a pass that I saw you guys bragged about, Liam Bailey making the pass to Demarai Gary. He made the same pass from over the right hand side to over the left hand side for Demarai Gary. And it's a key pass because he started the play instant. And that was a peach of a ball. He didn't have to run, nothing at all. Just in his control, in stride. That's it. It's a peach of a ball. The guy had a very good game yesterday. Yeah, man. So that is my 3rd on the list right there. So I will drop a 1 slight negative in it on the 7. I thought that Bobby Reed started the game a little bit slow, and that kind of exposed Dexter a little bit more and Damian Lowe a little bit more. Put them under some pressure. Damian Lowe passing especially when he's in isolative zone, showcase that he doesn't have the passing ability and the composure as the others. So, and yesterday, Latibodier, it looks like he never had enough, what I would say, enough game time. It really exposed his game time, his limited game time that he had. So, the starting of that really kind of show up Damian Lowe, Dexter Lembekisa, and Bobby Reed. But they played themselves back into the game. They played themselves back into the game, especially Bobby Reed later on. Dexter struggled, but one thing I have to put in there, thanks to Martin Baker, he said that the best player was on their side, and I never really took that into account. So Dexter was actually marking the best player. So anyone expected to get the advantage would have been the best player of their team. And that's why he passed Dexter a few times well. All right. And Dexter still dropped back and fought hard. All right. Yes. So we had those problems. Ethan Pinnock was Ethan Pinnock himself. Bass, the back, come into midfield, looked very comfortable. You could see the difference between Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe's quality. Like the type of player they are, yes, he's a more Rose Wright type of player. Damian Lowe is the more recovery, busting midfield defender. But this game never really required that. And he couldn't really adjust to be as effective as possible. He still had some good runs. Damian Lowe had some good runs up front, people. He had some good runs up front and some link-up plays that Lembekisa failed. Lembekisa failed as well. Damian Lowe had some good runs forward that he tried to drop in some isolated pockets because you had to overlap to open more space. He had run and looked comfortable up front. At this point, Damian Lowe acting like he's more of a forward than a defender. Damian Lowe acting like a forward more than a defender because he looks more comfortable in the forward areas trying to link ball. So maybe he wants a wing job. So maybe the coach can take him out of the defense line and put him as a wing job. But let me know, guys. Damian Lowe fighting for a wing job, people. All right? Fighting for a wing job. But aside from that, I think you can find flaws in his game deeper because now we have the ball and he struggles more when we have possession of the ball because now you have to dictate the pace from a lower third. Pinnock did it well. I don't think Damian Lowe did it so well until he goes over the halfway line. But I still think he did good over the halfway line. All right? He did over the halfway line, you know? Yes, he did good over the halfway line, so I have to give him credit right there. He played 90 minutes, had one block shot, 2 duels, ground duels, he missed both of those. He won 2 aerial duels out of the 3, lost possession 9 times, committed 2 fouls, touches 70 touches of the ball, completed 87% of his ball, which is good, 58 of 67, had 1 key pass in the game, which is good. He tried 11 long passes, completed 5 out of the 11, which is good, same way, all right? And had 1 shot on the day. So we have to give him credit. We have to give him credit. If you ask me, out of him or Deshaun Bernard, I would still pick Deshaun Bernard because Deshaun Bernard range passing is better. And I think that Deshaun Bernard is a better player than him at this point of his career. All right. But I still like what he offers yesterday. But if you want to take the team to a next level and everybody looks comfortable in the ball, I would have gone for Deshaun Bernard above him. Still, you understand me? But big up to Damian Lowe. He puts in a shift, so we have to give him credit, all right? Because he did positive things. I know that he did negative things, and people cussed him in the chat. We saw it, I saw it. But as I said, I have to put in the good things they did as well. Because if Dexter Lembekisa had whipping the ball better, Mikel Antonio would have tapped it in the back of the net. So him foil that key chance coming from Damian Lowe right there. So we can't beat him for everything. He did mistakes. We clearly saw the one that he puts in midfield for KC Palmer and gave it straight back to Cuba. The bad pass, the bad long pass that he made that started a counter. We saw those things. But he did good things as well. So he did like 4 of the 5 entries. So we can cancel out the defensive errors that he made in the game as well. All right. So solid. He's fighting for a spot because it's tough to stay in this team, people. Because now we have quality footballers right around the pitch. All right. Yes. And if you give him more time and they get used to this dominance of play, especially over the smaller teams, he might just look more comfortable in the future passing the football. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, like I'm giving the whole Jamaica the benefit of the doubt, people. All right, so I'm going to go with that stance. I know a lot of people won't agree with it, are saying that, oh, am I so nice with Damian Lowe? But I have to give it as it comes, people. All right, Andre Blake was not him normal self. He came for a high claim, and it was not. He never looked fully ready. I'm very sorry. I don't know if you guys saw the same. He was struggling for the high claims and coming around his box. So I had Andre Blake. We have to, he has to, but more game time, because he was coming off a big injury. So more game time, he will look a little bit sharper, and he definitely look better than Wait. Wait would have given up a goal with those Cubans running out. I think that would have been a straight red card for Wait. It would have been a straight red card for Wait, even though it should have still be a penalty for Blake and maybe a yellow card. I looked at it again, and maybe the player was one step behind, but it was sure of a penalty, and it was actually a yellow card. But I think Wait, rush play, like what he did in all of the other games, it would have led into a red card. And it would have been, the referee wouldn't miss it. I think it's based on how Blake went in and his professionalism after, why the ref never called the penalty. But looking at the replay, it's a stonewall penalty, and to be honest, it would not lead into Cuba getting the red card up the pitch. So I think that we got very lucky. Based off no VAR. VAR 1000%, it would be a penalty, because it was a penalty. All right. Yes, so Andre Blake, I would say Andre Blake yesterday, maybe having more of the ball, kind of exposed that side of his game as well, because obviously Philadelphia does not always have all of the ball. Yeah, they are a good team in the USL, but in MLS, but they are not the top tier team that keep possession over 65% every single time. No, I don't agree there, bro. If we weren't if we weren't VR, if we went to VR, it wouldn't be a pen. Juras, what game? Juras, you understand? I should clean up my eyeball. Juras, it's a 1000% of a penalty. There is no other. No, Juras, you have to be the biased Jamaican fan to say that's not a penalty. I have get up this morning, watch it 4,000 times in slow motion. Juras, he kicked down the man. Juras, him not touch the ball. It is a penalty, Juras. Come on, man. How can we have even Juras? If me have that discussion, brother, I can't have the discussion. That's the one thing, Juras. Me not agreeing with you. You want me bring it up on the screen? Juras, watch it 17,000 times just to make sure it's not a red card. And I conceded, say it could have been a yellow card because of the extra step, Juras. But you're not going to tell me that's not a penalty, brother. It's a penalty, brother. It is a penalty, Juras. There is nobody on planet Earth can come and convince me that's not a penalty. We have to be honest to ourselves, brother. I'm giving Jamaica all the credit, but we can talk the truth as well. All right? Yeah, Juras, stop, man. Stop. It's a penalty, Juras. It's a penalty, Juras. I have not given my 7. Why my videos? I can't do my job on my videos. I want to give my 7 points. Juras want to make me stop my 7 points for him to say what he wants. So people are going to actually listen to my 7 points, Juras. It's like sometimes I feel like when I do that on purpose, that I cannot show my actual skills of breaking down games. Jesus God, man. Let me be my 7 points, Juras. People here to hear my takes. All right? Yes, it even parish councillor tell Juras, brother, it is a penalty. It is a yellow card, Juras. Stop, man. Stop, Juras. You hear me? I give everybody credit. A positives me I deal with big boss. I am dealing with positive, make you talk the truth. All right. All right. Anyways, let me rub up the next 3 points because I want to give Drew his time. He owns the channel, so if you give him his time, he donates to the channel. He's a member of the channel. He's a supporter of the channel. So I'm gonna just finish my 7 points because I don't own my channel anymore. All right. And I hope you commented that on it. So I gave my opinion, but you want me to pull up the panel. You don't want me to talk. All right. All right, people. So we got let off by the ref there, and the ref helped us out on the opposite end because we went right up the pitch and get a red card for Cuba. So it helped us out big time by the ref. And I thought that in the second half, because the ref realized that he clearly made a mistake, what he did right after that, he started to favor Cuba a lot more in the actual discussion. I saw Gray had a clear kick down, and they never called it. They just let it play. All right. All right, we need to score the chances. All right, so we're at number 4 now. We're at number 4 now, people. We're at number 4. All right, and I thought number 4, I've explained myself. We have a big going forward. I think this coach is going to realize. Good morning, Kalonji. Thanks for being here. This coach is going to realize that the far difference in player pool will cause a problem. I think that because we brought on some players and we clearly see that the controlling of the players, the tempo of the players were not the same level. I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But clearly, every substitution, Campbell that we brought on, his touches were terrible. At one point, he made 3 errors in one sequence, and he actually had the advantage. And he could not figure out what he was doing on the field. I don't know if it was the tempo, which I thought that Jamaica needed to go an extra level. They could have geared up the tempo, but because of the other players them that came on, their controlling was not better than the others. So even though the others weren't finishing the chances, they were so much better cohesive than the rest that came on. So I think the coach will be seeing that going forward, and I think he's going to pick players of the same player pool. I think he's going to see that. All right, maybe it's the pressure being in the stadium and everybody expectation. Maybe it's that. So we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. So maybe it's actually that. All right, the positives. Big up brain drain for the super the membership. All right. Yes, everybody that came on was terrible. I think out of everyone, guys, Kaim Dixon touches look the best out of everyone. I am very sorry. But Kaim Dixon touch looked better than Norman Campbell, Bowser. Yeah, Kaim Dixon touches look better than all of them. But his touches was not the best, guys. But his touches actually look better than both of Bowser and also Campbell. We have to be honest to ourselves. That's what I saw. His touches looked slightly better than both of them. All right, so maybe it was the pressure. It looked like a lot of people turned up at the stadium. So congratulations to the JFF and the actual coaching staff to get out the people. So let me give them credit right there. All right, yeah, man. Some of them touches coming on was very poor. Let me slide over to the bigger screen so we can break it down here. All right, that was target practice for us. Our lean foot. And their keeper was good. Yeah, man, their keeper was immaculate on the day. All right, prefer Cephas over Campbell. I think I want to give Campbell a little more time because I saw better. I don't see, Siobhan Gibbons said, I don't see one positive. Oh my God. Brother, Siobhan Gibbons, if you say I don't see one positive, stop watch football. We have never have as brother, Jamaica, let me tell you straight. Jamaica is an average-ass football team over the last 45 years. An average-ass football team. Don't fool people. In 1998, I was big enough. Brother, we never have a football team play football like this in history. No make nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody lie to you. I'm old enough to tell you. Lie them, I tell you. We qualified for 1998. It was just a young kid from England come and score some goal, give us some hope. Lie them I tell you. All right. Nobody never believe in a no team. Lie them I tell you. All right. Big up to everyone coming in, brother. This is the most talent-filled team aside from Leon Bailey off it. This is the most talent-filled team we might ever have. All right. So stop with them fooling the people. I've watched all of these teams. All right. Lindy Delapena tell us we love find excuse from 1986. Our local players them not really haul that. So we can't we have to take football serious and work on our craft to go places. All right. So let we just give people credit. We are doing something good now. We are trying to find the best balance possible. We are JD, stop. Look, these lightweight teams. Okay, that isn't a problem. Cuba is not a lightweight team. Cuba is a middle tier team, people. Cuba is a middle tier team. Jamaica is not a high level team. That is your problem. Jamaica is not a high level team. We are trying to get there because we have the possibility of getting high level players, and we have been getting high level players to this region. Okay, Brain Drain said the positive is we did not lose. Oh my days. All right. I was at the game. Only issue is that our finishing. Thank you, Ryan Rich. Yeah, man, and I'm seeing the same. When Teddy Johnson and Campbell Rice are playing in a stadium, a mad thing. Yeah, but Parish Council, I know that. But those players are not better than these players, Parish Council. I'm telling you. This is one of the most talent-filled team we have, period, in our history of football. All right. Yes, people, we have to be honest. All right. We control the play. We pass. All right. Look, when we in a Caribbean Cup, why we never dominate the team them? Similar to what we are doing now. Why we never pass and a move and I look so fluent? When we play Caribbean Cup, I watch Caribbean Cup just the same. All of them. All of them. No make nobody lie to you. Go back to watch them. And those are average ass teams we're playing. So why we never dominate them and create overloads like what we're doing today? Come on, man. Sometimes we have to give people credit. All right? We have to learn to give people credit, and then we can have more rational conversations. All right? If this was grim, we would win 3-0. Today we would be cussing about performed. All right, so tell you what, consistency in performance give you more stability over time. Demo. All right. So if we can keep up this performance, when we ever have over 40 people, the man them don't know what they want. That's how me realize they don't know what they want. They don't care. Chevan said, if we look like this against the next opponent, we are going to get to that. But Chevan, when have we looked like this against anybody? All right, we find excuse. Look on the lie them where people tell you now. Look, let me go for it. The average ass teams that we play before, let me go for it. I'm going to show you how we never look good. All right? All right. Let me go to some of the average teams them. All right, the average teams them that we played before. All right, 80 is not average team. 80 is one of the top 10 teams. All right, or a little bit below a top 10. All right, so Trinidad and St. Kitts. Trinidad is slightly better than St. Kitts. All right. All right, so no, we're not going to go to Dominica because Dominica was too close. When Dominica is an average ass team, yeah, I should have gone to Dominica. You know why? Because it was just the recent damn team we played. All right. Yeah, but Parish Council, Teddy making the stadium shake is all because he's Jamaican born. All right, and that's the type of football we can resonate to. But it's not no level football like what we are playing now, Parish Council. We have to take them in, man. Come on, man. Just put them side and side, I will see. So let me just go to the stats here, people. All right. So St. Kitts, average ass St. Kitts, we were playing. We had 67% possession. We had 33. They had 33. We had 18 shots. We had 18 shots to 9. 18 shots to 9. Average as St. Kitts, all right? Yes. 18 shots to 9. And we had 500 passes attempted to 245. All right? Look. We're going to go down into the metrics again now. And you're going to see. You can look here for yourself, the attacks and the areas. 24% in our own half. 24% in our own half, 43% in the midfield, and 33% in their half. You see for yourself now? You see for yourself now? Alright, so you see the utmost dominance that we had in this game? So that's what I'm saying, people, we can listen. We can listen, alright? Alright, so final third entries, 67. We just had 80 entries in the Cuba game. A stronger team. Cuba way better than St. Kitts. But that game we won how much loves. Alright? But yet still this was a way more dominant game than the game that we the game that we saw last night was a way more dominant game. So what the coach will say, I've not watched the press conferences yet. If we play this team four more time, all of them says they're not happening and Jamaica score 4 or 5 goals. That's what every coach, every sensible person would have said. That's what he would left the stadium with. We were just unlucky. I can't believe it's me. They said I'm the hater of Jamaica and I am the one talking sense in these people's head. Yes, it's nonsensical, people. I am telling you, the most dominant game this man had under his tenure, this last night was way more dominant. You saw life funny. I go to the stats that they just tell me, and every stats, Jamaica outperformed these stats last night, but just never scored the goals. They just never scored the goals, people. So you see, sometimes just look, please. New media, I'm talking New media, I know what you think. All right, new media. But I pull up I can do a complete different video. I can do a complete different video with old time and new now. And believe me, you're going to embarrass yourself. So I am not even asking. All right, yes. So guys, sometimes let me stop the foolishness. Let me go to the more recent one. Let me go to the more recent one. The one that we just played the other day against average ass Dominica. All right. Yes, let me say it as it is. Because we are disrespecting Cuba, but Cuba way better than all of these teams. So let me go to the average ass Dominica team. Alright? So Dominica team. This is Dominica team. 3-2 the game finished. 3-2. Look at the stats. Jamaica had 20 shots to 7. 1 big chance to 6. And if you watch the game, they had 3 big chances. Alright? But one, they never connect to the ball. So that never counted. You have to watch the game to see that he passed the goalkeeper and could have put it into the empty net. So that happened in the game. Because I've watched all of these teams, I can give you the information. Alright? No agenda, brother. This is our worst team ever see. Oh my God. Alright, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. I think I've done right here. Alright, so this is the game now, guys. We had 32% in our own half. We had 50% in midfield, and we had 18%. We had 18% against Dominica. We had 18% in their own half against Dominica. Yes, we could say we don't have Mikel Antonio, but no, we are saying Mikel Antonio is not good. No, we are saying Jamalo is not good. You get me? So, people, look what we are seeing. And then now look at the final third phase. We had 66 final third phase. We had 176 last night. 176 last night. I'm just giving you facts, guys. All of them we want, guys. Final third entry, we had 45. Look here, we had 45 entries. Sorry, I was mistaking it. We had 103 final third phase, and we had 57 final third entries. Because I was going over the next side. But look how close they are. We are not dominating no team. And we just playing Dominica just a while ago. You get me? JD, which one of them wing back better than Taxi? Belly's a better player than Taxi. Belly's a better player than Taxi. I think, yeah, and I thought that for the first Gold Cup, I saw that Belly was better than Taxi. You get me? Yes, Belly was better than Taxi. I just think we never wanted to see it. I said that from day one. The team played good because Cuba allow we to keep the ball. You saw life funny. I'm going to show you. I can debunk that stats just again to show you. I can debunk that stats yet again because I have middle entries where Jamaica passed through the line, and Jamaica had the highest middle entries in almost the last 35 games when we are passing through teams. So that means Cuba advanced up the pitch and they passed it through. They passed it through the line. You tell me that you never saw Ethan Pinnock passing the ball through the line to KC Palmer, to Lati Bodier. We had the most entries last night. So that's a lie again, new media. Everything is debunking you. Say you're lying. Obviously, they sit back. That is true. But it's based off Jamaica taking the initiative to make them sit back. And we have the stats to prove it. Come on, a new media, man. I'm going to open the platform for people to speak. I'm going to give people their chance to speak. You know, Lamba Kisa is a very good player, but last night he was not the best. Didn't argue with them about individual players. When Taxi was in prime, he was better going forward. Yes, I would agree with that, Mr. Dre. I think he's better going forward in his prime. I would agree with that. Them say Bailey make the team perform better. Last night I think Bailey substituted or started for Jamalo. Would have added something different, a different dynamic play, and it would have dragged a few more players. So you could say that Bailey would have added more. You wouldn't have relying on Campbell or Dixon to come on. Bailey there, I think we'll win it yesterday. Bailey there will win it yesterday because it would have had more stability over time. You get me? So Jamalo would have had his time maybe coming on, and Bailey would have started. So Bailey there, we would have won. We would have won it because it would have been over the top pressure. Over the top pressure. Is this Imaxit being this positive about Jamaica? Team, we did play. It's Kemar Sutton. I told you, when I see the truth, I'm not. The one thing it's proving, I am not a liar. I am not a liar. I am going to give you what I think. I am just a football analyst, and I only can give you the truth. JD, you turn Reggae Boyz defender. People, I see. People, if we see the truth, why should I be here lying to you? I have to tell you the truth. That means I was telling you the truth from day one. When we were telling you some average ass performances we are putting in. I am going to tell you the truth. I don't think Mr. Algrimson had one game better than this game. So I think Algrimson, we showcase that this coach is better than Algrimson already. Yeah, that is the argument we can have. Because if the players them don't have the system and it's already looking like this is better than Algrimson, what can I say? That is our take. That is our take. That is our take. Because this man never have 1.5 training session. And to me, this looks like we are more organized. We see some pattern of play. We see people feeling comfortable in their own skins. We never saw that on Algrimson. Algrimson, every team better than Jamaica. Every team better than Jamaica. Oh, Lord. They can possess the ball a little bit more. And Jamaica dunce and fool. They can't possess no football. So we have to defend with 60 defender. And we have to do this. Even the same man and put in the same position look better. So the instruction look like it's terrible more better. All right? People would not see nothing. Telling you. All right? Say, well, I'm telling you, this is whether or not them win the next game against Honduras. Honduras is one of the top teams in the region, people. Honduras is not a soft soap team. The last time we played Honduras, let me show you what happened. All right? The last time we played Honduras, you think that Jamaica was a better team? You think that Jamaica was the better team? Let me show you. Jamaica won the game. But I never Jamaica was the better team. Just like how when we played Guatemala last time, we were not the better team. We just won the damn game. They missed empty goals. We need to go back and watch the damn games. All right? Look. All right, so let me go back to Honduras. Honduras, Jamaica 1-0 win. So let me show you. Honduras had 46%, we had 54. They had 11 shots, we had 6. They had one big chance, we had none. All right? Yes, so they one second. One second, guys. You don't have to call in now. We had 396 passes stride. They had 328. All right. Look at the entries them now. Let me go into details now. Let me go into the details. We had 25% attacking, 44 in midfield, and 31 in our own half. Accurate passes. They had 332. Martin, I'm going to call you back right after. To 311. Long balls, we had 66 long balls. We completed 29 of that, 44%. Final entries, we had 58 to 57 right here. All right. So it was right on the dead right there. All right. Their passing was better. 48 from their long ball right there. All right. Duels 50-50% in duels right here. And let me go for them now in our half. They had 31% in our half, 31% in our third, the final third, 25% in their own half, and 44% in midfield. All right, so that was their heat map comparative to ours right here. All right, so we had 25% in their half, they had 31 in our half. All right. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah, man, we're trying to make sure people look at it from a different perspective. I know others can try to refute what I'm saying. All right, but we are just pulling up all stats. All right, we are pulling up all stats, and it's not saying what you guys saying. All right, the team definitely look better, but the opponent make it easy for them. But we want to see. Yeah, we agree. You could have broke it down to cookie and breadcrumbs. We were crap. All right. You're gonna always say that. That means JD, the team put in an excellent shift. I totally agree with you. I am not gonna fight with these mans, you know. What we realize with them now, it looks like them just want a bag of JPL players in the team and them feel good. Alright? Them don't want the best Jamaican players and the best overseas players, you know, put together and do an excellent performance, but it just never turn over. We want to mash up something that is good. We want to mash up something good and then go back to foolishness. Come on, man. Brother, this man did something good. Let me see if he can replicate it against Honduras. Because the last time we played Honduras, we weren't better than Honduras. I'm glad that we have it on the screen now. So if the man go back again, maybe even get a draw and him don't win the game and him play better, it is still a more positive result. Because we want to get better going forward. All right? Yes. Palmer came to the party. Yes, Palmer was excellent. Let me open the discard now, people, so people can speak, all right? Because I only have 2 hours, and it looks like I've gone 47 minutes. Let me look at the likes first. Yeah, because for quality content, you know, the likes should be out through the roof. So I should be on 250 likes already because we have 268 people here. All right. So we should be on 250 likes going 4,000. All right. That's true, JD. They don't want the best. Yeah, man. I've already see that, man. Take low the defense. Yeah, we had already said it. I could see people saying low should come out defense and it could be more. All right. We have 144 likes. We can do better than that. Get the likes up to 200. Go to 250. Get the likes up, guys. Saw something unusual from the team, and that is a good thing. KC was like Valverde. Yeah, man. Yes, I want to see them replicate the performance, people. I'm agreeing with you guys on that. I am agreeing with you guys on that. I want to see them replicate it. But before I even go into the Discord, before guys get the likes up. We ain't accepting mediocrity on the like button. A quality we give you here, people. We're not asking you, we're telling you a quality we give you. All right, yeah, man. Quality we give you. We not ask you. We tell you. All right. A quality we give you. We watch football. We break down football. Yeah, man. So we're not asking people. So get the likes up. Let me get the Discord open. All right, Drew Ross already in the Discord. Oh my God. All right, yeah, man. All right, but this is what we do it for Drew Ross and Martin. They asked for it. So Big Bad Drew Ross, how you doing, Big Boss? Oh, all is well with you and the family. All right.
Yeah, man, morning, Jerry. My day, where the point?
I
Good.
am here. I am here. I gave my 7. I agree with you guys on some point. I want to see them replicate this, but we have never got a performance like this. And Cuba is not a soft team because Cuba is better than all the average teams them that we did worse performances against. So
So you're saying that Cuba is better than Dom Republic
yes,
and
Cuba is better than
Dominica?
Damrep. Cuba is slightly better than
Okay.
Damrep at this point. Damrep is getting good fast. That is true. But I don't think
Yeah,
Damrep is better than Cuba at this point. They are close by.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I echo most of your sentiments in terms of your match review. I think that it was a good game. in terms of how we looked. Like we not look as how we used to look in the past in terms of just the defensive mentality. But somebody said something. I was listening to a podcast earlier when I woke up, and they were saying that Cuba really was impressing us. So that would be my concern, that Cuba was impressing us. Cuba mainly sat back. And for me, the tempo was too slow. And it kind of reminded me of, you can see our intent in it. You can see that we look a little different, right? But
Yes.
we're too slow in terms of finding the outlets
But your
and
first point, you
just
said Cuba weren't impressing us. Is it that because Jamaica
mm,
made that clear that they can pass through the lines? Or you don't have an
um,
answer for that? Because I have the stats here, and I thought that is because of the succession, the success coming through the lines, where in which Ethan Pinnock's passes was on point, getting through the middle to Latibodier
mhm,
and Casey Palmer.
yeah.
Casey Palmer was turning, using his strength to get it out wide to Jamal Lowe or to Mikel Antonio, but Mikel Antonio was failing to control at the start. So the three phases was very close, and it took 4 seconds to do so. So they realized that they are
Mhm.
so fast in the transition, it makes no sense to go forward. So are they
Well,
really watching what we are seeing?
well, with you stating all of that, I guess I have no choice but to agree. But as I'm saying, the tempo was too. I was expecting a faster tempo. We kind of looked like we couldn't find the outlets, as I said. We did create chances, but I just was expecting it to be, a little bit faster. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
agree
was
with you on
saying.
the tempo. The tempo, once you get the red card, we should push up. But you know why the tempo
Yeah.
keep
Hmm.
why the tempo keep getting worse? Because Omar Dong says, no, bro, that's not it. We are far better team, so they sit back in a low block. But I just showed you
Hmm.
the stats in the midfield where they come forward and they split the line of the player. More than the 11 times that happened in the first 35 minutes. You can easily well go back and watch the game. All right? And if you count the 11, count how much times Jamaica had teams coming to them. Because you know why I know it's it, and you're gonna agree with this, Omar Dunk. The fact that when they have to use two players to mark one, so if you're spaced out, the space becomes much more easier for them to work through. So when the advantage start up in the overloads for Low and Demarai Gray, they realize, okay, this is sad because now we have Mikel Antonio with a one-on-one. So everyone,
Yeah.
an advantage will happen. So we have to drop in a low block. So I think that it's 65% of Jamaica's playing last night. The first 11 seconds, Jamaica made 12 passes. The
But
first
don't you?
11 seconds, they made
Mhm.
12 passes. They made 12 passes. So the intention was very clear, and the pass never ended in a long play. It ended right through the thirds. So you can't say it's just, oh, them set up in a low block. I think they forced them to go in a low block because now they couldn't get isolated pockets because the level of talents is so far superior. So they wanted to stay closer and closer because once they saw that the man was on it, Demarai Gray was on it
Mhm.
the whole damn night. Every time he takes on someone, he passed them. So that means you need someone to come over and cover. So that means it's based on the take-ons. Casey Palmer was 100% in his take-ons, so they required
Yeah.
more double up. That means you're losing the battle. So what I'm going to do, I need help. So that means I can't stay expansive anymore. Just by the statistic it tell you. And if you watch the game, that's exactly what's happening in the game. So Dunk, I am telling you, it's Jamaica made them had no other choice than to go into that zone. That's what I think, Dunk. And I've given you valid statistics to tell you that's exactly what happened in the field. So I don't. I can't believe that I have to be fight, you know?
No, no, no. You're not for fighting nobody. You're explaining point, and I understand and I agree with most of what you said. Um, the midfield play was a lot better. I'm not entirely pleased with it, right? But it was a lot better. And for a team of Cuba's caliber, don't you think we should have created more chances?
Created more chances or big
Mhm.
chances?
Big chances.
Oh, more big chances. How much big chances are truly created in a game? The back post to Mikel
To
Antonio, that a
Mikel.
one. The chip pass to
Mhm.
Jamalo, that a two. The flick on to Jamalo, that a three. The two offsides to Shamar, that are six. One to Demarai Gary, that are seven.
When split, that's
So
a
we
one,
created
yeah.
seven big chances. Seven big chances in the game. We created seven big chances in the game. Seven big
Well, the
chances.
stats said, I think when we
Cranky,
look on
Cranky, I
stats
have a
last night, it
Discord
said
open,
three
Cranky. I
to
have a
four.
Discord open, so I can't answer the phone, big boss.
Oh
You have to come
boy.
in the Discord, Cranky. I've just posted the link. We created seven big chances, and we had the most entries in like forever. So seven
JD
big
is
chances. What more? Me no know what else you want. Me no know. Yes, the
JD me.
the offside ones has to count. It has to count. You know why? Because it's not the player put you in an offside. It's your job to be onside. The offsides have to count. Demo. All on the Shamar no could have stay inside. You don't think Shamar Shamar
Yeah,
lazy and try to come
yeah.
from
In a one
onside
of
to
them,
offside. From
in a
offside to
one of
onside. And
them, I
lazy, him
was saying
lazy.
it to myself. Well, I'm not JD. In a one of them, I
It
was
has
saying
to
his first
count.
outside. I was saying to myself, say, yo, why him take so long for come back onside? Like him literally like a walk back when the ball was still on top of the 18-yard box. Him literally a walk back to be onside, and him can't see it. So I don't know.
Yes, those are
Go
big
ahead,
chances
Martin.
created. Remember, you said big chances created. It doesn't matter if the person on the end offside. I can't believe Jason Guna wouldn't agree with something like that. Would have agreed. If me create the chance, then me create the chance. If me create the chance, you know. Are you for do your job? Come on, it has to count. It has to count. It has to count. All right, so people, we are not saying it's the end all be all. We are not saying that. But we're seeing here is a load of positives, and the teams
Yes.
are better. This team is a better team than what we are giving it credit for. It's because
Yeah.
Jamaica did better, while the opposition look that way. And that's how we have to look at people. I'm telling you. So it's a next stage we have to look at. Go ahead, Martin. Go ahead, Martin.
JD, me I feel agree with you 100%. You see, me here make a statement, and I make the statement last night too. Some of them money, some of them money, me attack the YouTube space because I hear so the fans them there. You see, some of them YouTubers, bro, only just a confuse the fans them, my youth. Only I confuse the fans like me. Where no want. Me hear before the match start, me hear everybody I talk about style of play. But now everybody I said the worst, bro. The man them not limit the thing, JD. Yes, we could have do better because a 10 man. But yes, we can also look at it at this side, say a 10 man half a breakdown. Miss a big Real Madrid, miss a big side, big country, half a breakdown could team because of low black. Me see the tempo, some team, all the team them tired. Not even England what they in a Euro. Most of the teams them play low black pan them. Them have to find the goal them in the late minutes. That no mean say England worse. It just hard for breaking our team with low blocks so the coach have to just come back. But me not go beat the team, JD, because there was so much positive right, JD,
And
in
remember
the
the first
first
game. Remember before the
35.
game started.
The
Before the game
first,
started, we came here and we said that
yes.
we are going to. We just want to see a definition, something graphed out, brother. We actually see the
Different.
best
Yeah, and we
game.
can. I
And
bet
not
JD, so me
we,
don't know what the
right?
man them want. Me don't
So
know what
so
the
Not
fans them
so that
but me
shouldn't give
believe
you
that it's
hope.
some
That should have give you hope to
the thing.
Martin and Juras. That should have give you hope to say that if we see the best game that we saw just a while ago, even if the opponent is
so.
not the best. But we
So this
never
is
do it
my
against the
take,
worst
right?
opponent. So that still
This,
have a plus side. It is a plus side because we just show you that we never do it against the worst damn opponent. We never do it
we
against
all have
nobody
our
in a
strengths.
Gold Cup.
Side.
We never do it against nobody in a Copa. We never do it against nobody in a Nations League before. We never do it none at all. So we do it today. Oh, Cuba not good like Mexico, But we never do it against
What?
Dominica. So Dominica no
But
better
JD,
than Cuba.
when last whoever
Wait
put
there,
foot
Martin.
why
Wait
the
there,
fans
no.
them going like Jamaica get up every day and a beat up Mexico and US? So no hypocrite. Who never going
Wait
like
there, no.
Jamaica ever get up and beat up Mexico, US and Canada like out of the blue? What them delusional people are come from? When last Jamaica play good football against any one of them team there, 2 a day, when they get a look bronze medal, sit down in a high seat, come back to reality, bro, and stop
Wait
tricking
there.
yourself.
All
Grand
right, all right.
Jurors.
Yeah, man. All right. So we have to understand both sides of the coin, right? JD, your expectation is that you know what you want to see progression. That is not everybody's expectation. So you have to understand their expectation as well. People are looking on the fact that this country is ranked 160, whatever them say,
Ooh,
right? That's
yes.
all they are
But
looking at.
Juras,
They are
don't move.
not looking at.
Juras, that country's rank 160 ad.
Yeah.
Look here, people. Look here. I'm gonna type in something. Continue talking, Juras. The country rank 160 ad. You don't know where I'm going now. Cause I'm gonna show you that not mean nothing. I'm gonna pull up something now, guys. I'm gonna show you something. That country rank 160 ad. You know what I'm gonna do now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a PTSD. I'm gonna give you a PTSD, you know. That country rank 160 ad. I'm gonna show you say rankings mean nothing. Rankings don't mean nothing.
Yeah, and
Look
I
at
agree
this.
with that.
Look at this. We could not get a bench, a quality bench to come and match up. Brother, Suriname damn team have a better bench, a deeper pool than Jamaica team. Suriname is ranked 141. Look at the players them coming off the bench. Jabitana coming off the bench. We have Dixon and Campbell coming off the damn bench. We have Mantor coming off the bench. We have Giara and Kirk. We have Vlata starting, yes. We have Messiadan coming. These are players that make our team now. And Suriname are 141.
No,
and them Suriname depth
them,
team
man.
better than Jamaica team what we have today.
Yes.
Everybody will come on a better players. Them players, some of them play better than even Jamal Low them. So that not say nothing. Ranking no mean nothing today.
Nothing.
Every team can scout players. We saw St. Lucia beat Curacao 2-1. And St. Lucia have players playing in England where them come and match with it. Them have JPL players on the field too as well. That is true. But them have players coming from England. So everybody recruiting, it's just starting from where they were from before. So the rankings don't mean much, people. Educate yourself and the players them. And don't lie to yourself. Look at the damn players them people get. And as a Queen Suriname jump down. You understand me? So we have to keep on improving. One of our biggest flaws yesterday, when we make substitution, the quality drop. The quality drop. When Mantor came on for Suriname, the quality stayed the same way. Him bam a ball from him controlling top level. Him controlling top level. When they bring on Jabitan, I'm controlling top level. So they're all big ballers. You see them probably $1 million. You understand me? Just the same. I'm trying to show you people. So stop the people who need more education in the space. And that's why we're not giving credit to certain things. And I honestly believe that sometimes the team is performing better than the credit that we're giving them. You understand me? And that... Yeah, so that is our problem. We just never had the extra oomph when we made the substitutions. But them team have the better subs them because they don't believe in this policy of, we have to bring 5 local players. We have to bring the rest of better players them for match up with the damn team. So if we want a defender, we are putting on the right defender. If we want a midfielder, we put it on the right midfielder. And if we want a right striker, we are put on the right striker. That's what we need. That's what we need to focus on. And that's what the coach said he's doing. He's weeding out the players them. He wants to see everyone so he can go back for the next one them. So if a man says something, I only can take him at his word. And that's why it's good that I brought up this so you guys can see for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you no foolishness, man. I not agree with that, man. I think so we be too harsh, man. Honestly, man.
So all right. So question, you think that this game was not a disappointment?
No, it's not a disappointment. Because if our long haul is to qualify for World Cup, we need to can play some football. We never play enough football. Every team make we look average. So if we are trying to aim for that, where standard should be, we can control game. We say we want to be a top team in a Concacaf. No team in history, Never be a top team in Concacaf and don't control game. No team in football
JD.
history never control Concacaf without playing
JD,
football.
don't make them took your JD. I see when we go watch DR match what day in a stadium, and they can ask 90% of the stadium were in the stadium. One of the worst football ever we witness. With the passing, even though we win one.
Yeah, man, we were horrible in that AR game.
Everybody
Horrible.
come out with a taste. Everybody come out with a taste of what was this. This could not be international. You see what the difference now with the people? If I watch every video with everybody will come out and stadium with truthful. You hear what everybody say? We play so good, but just never finish. So I don't know. You look at the YouTube people, them we're just in a cuckoo-ness. And them always are coming and chat and create a problem, said this was the worst. But if you ask people who not even watch football, them would have said them enjoy the game. It was the finishing. Literally, it was just the finishing, bro. And just, as me say, we can't blame the forward them. Me not gonna say it was a crap. The forwards them was just poor. Yes, that's okay. That's football. So them just need to come back. And I believe them will beat Honduras. Me believe with that style of player, cause this Honduras team never see a Jamaica play like this before. And we are going to surprise them.
I think we have a better chance to beat them and looking better than the last game.
Surprise them.
But me not sure. Yeah, me not sure we're gonna beat them. Me not gonna just jump and say we're gonna beat them.
No,
but I think so we're gonna get a better display than what we had before.
Yes.
Get a better showing.
Honduras is a top level footballing academy in our region, one of the best football level academy, and the only reason why we can't even we can't even compete with them is because we are getting overseas ballers. There's no other way we are competing with Honduras. It's not even possible. They are the school. They played a level of football. See, they dominated Trinidad yesterday. And everybody knew that they would have dominated Trinidad. You know? Yeah, man. So we look at we can look at the negatives. You know, I said that I don't think Damian Lowe and Lembekisa looked solid. Bobby Reed started shaky. Jamal Lowe missed some big chances. Mikel Antonio even have a swivel shot that he never touched. So Mikel Antonio could be accredited for 2 big chances as well. So that is 8 big chances. So, guys, I remember the game as it goes. I remember, you know. So, I think we created enough big chances. We just need to finish it. And we just need a good bench. But the coach don't have the time to get the bench. So, at what point we say, let we understand that it's a new coach. Because at first we were saying it's a new coach. So, we just want to see a style of play. But yet, so we just move the goalposts, you know. We just said that, guys, watch every stream. And every stream I tell us, they just want to see a style of play. And then all of a sudden, we just turn a big liar and start moving to, yo, this, that. Brother, me see something of new. I am okay with that. And then I saw something
JD,
better than what I expected.
JD.
So me not gonna come and lie.
Words. Them money are those stamp on them word. Them money are those confuse the fans them and them may attack YouTube man them. We run out for 2 weeks straight. May I see them one style of play. Every you stand on their word, all of them. Yesterday was chaos. Everybody forget about style of play because the man them never finish. But I see them in that cost the forward line. Me okay with it because me I cost them too. But
yes.
You know what? Crap. When me hear man I said this are the worst. Where that team I come from, me I say where they.
Me glad me I'm on stream, you know. Me glad me I'm on stream. Me glad I'm on stream because
normally when
me can't watch him something.
I tell when Grimmy play, JD. Yeah, JD, you see when Grimmy play, me know Julius and enough of man in chat can we cuss. You see when me see last night game, it was not cussing. They may say, yo, oh you missed that. But you see like the player, they say, whoa. So me I say, yo, me love this. And what me I see after
I
see
agree.
JD, you see the header where Antonio stay, all the man are hypocrite. Ask how much pass they make before Antonio get that header.
That was a beautiful one. The overlapping, the underlap from Bell, then cut back from Demarai Gary. That's just a beautiful sequence, brother.
Before we reach so JD,
me don't know wrong them money, man. Me give up.
Before he reach,
me give up for real. Can't worry them anymore.
Them money now watch football. Them just
me can't worry them anymore. Facts, man. Me can't worry them anymore.
Certain YouTube people them. We are selling a narrative all of them are sell. Because if them look at another game, then I thought say they not improve, bro. And oh, you know, so them don't watch match JD. And me know this for facts, can me watch football, and me know Juras enough man watch it. A team we under 10 man it harder for play. Me see it 1,000 times over when it come on to big football, international football, club football. The team much harder for play because the man them are go sit back.
Dr.
And we
Danny
see
said
we
they don't
still
want.
break through.
Hold on. Dr. Dan said, "Whoa, with the level
Yes,
of football, Jamaican football have dropped for you guys to say these things." Dr. Dan, we never good at football from I know myself, and I'm talking about from in the 90s.
JD,
We never good at
ask
football.
Dr. Grant, ask Dr. Grant, ask Dr.
So
Dan,
Dr. Dan, the
what
link
is
is
the
there, you know. You
record
can come on
against
here. The link is
Cuba?
there, you know. You can
No,
come on here.
I can't kill him easy, you know, JD. Tell him to go research what is the record for Jamaica against Cuba, and then
We
Dr. Dan will shut up him up.
we never,
Them
no
lie
man,
at
no
self.
man, Dr. Dan is my virgin, but people can disagree, you know. But I want to bring valid proof. When have we truly be better than what we are seeing? Me know that not
Cuba
true.
when we level time. Cuba when we level time and we win them 10 times and 6 draw. Last night would have been 7 draw. So we Dr. Dan a talk about levels. And Cuba when we more than on we win them. Bro, no come with facts and them some me a talk about JD. People just make comments because them want comments see. Me
Well,
understand
Dr. Dan
sir,
can.
opinion based.
All right, guys. Don't get me wrong, you know, as me said, I agree with everything we both on and said, but we have to look on the other side of the spectrum, the balance. People look on the caliber players we have and the caliber players where Cuba have. So if they're saying what they're saying, we have to understand for the factor,
No, Juras,
right?
we not understand. You know what we not understand? Them just want set, them just want talk. And that's the problem. Them just want talk. And that me think. And that me think. Them just want have a conversation. And that me think.
Because they know why.
Because for the first match, Juras, for the third or fourth match, Juras, me can't agree with you.
Understand.
But at the first damn match, match, you understand me?
And Juras go watch YouTube 2 weeks ago and see what everybody that say. Then you that see enough of them money I just want to talk Juras. It's not nothing about opinion here. Don't make them trick you. Don't make enough of them fans that trick you. Yeah? Them have them up. Them man, not like me and you and JD we come and break down the game and say, all right, this look good here, we'll pour against finish. But we'll see something.
I got to agree with Martin. Them
not approaches for Juras. Them not approaches. So don't make enough of fans.
Cranky, I have a pin link, you know, for my Discord. You know. You can't come in with Discord because I have to set up other things and take out the discussion. Okay, so you can't join it because I don't have any connection to the phone. Yeah. Alright, so it's Cranky calling. He said he's on the road driving, so maybe he wanted to join the discussion. But clearly he can't because he's driving. I don't know where he's going, and he never slept last night.
The Discord app.
I don't know. I pinned the link,
app,
you know.
Cranky can just join it right there.
MVP said, JD, my only problem is low. He can't make a forward pass. Yo, but we talk about that. We say we can improve it. But I think it's a good starting
Who
base.
said them only problem are low? Out of everything I mean in this match, brother, we can't bash low at all.
I still think Low did good. I think he did good, but Juras, so you say no, Juras. When your preference come up, you just say, yo man, you can look on the next side of the argument. And 1 second later, you don't want to look on the next side of the argument, Juras. You see?
Hey, so me now be balanced.
Yeah, Juras, me tell you, all right. I don't know what you says we kill every grass. But tell you see it? Oh my God, Juras at 3 seconds ago. I tell you, big boss. Me can't say nothing more. People, it's a good start.
He made a comment that the only thing, he said the only thing in the game, if he had, just listed what Lowe did as something that he didn't like or one of the things, then. But he said the only thing, like, he might pick out Low, and I said the only thing he never liked, said Low could have. No, that can't be the only thing in the game. So that's what I made my comment after. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I understand. But I'm just saying that I last night it was one of the best feeling I had for a while because I'm just seeing the things them that I think we need to see, at least for a start. That's all I'm saying, for a start. It doesn't have to be for the next 10 games, but for this game, I think we have seen enough that we can truly back the team. All right, I don't think we should be coming out so negative and rare and over the top and stuff. I agree with Martin right there. I think we are severely over the top as it comes on to what we saw. I think we should have been more
All right,
impressed with what we saw. That's what I'm saying still.
so question to you guys, right? You and Martin in the chat. What do you think about this substitutions? Was it late? Two-part question. Were the substitutions too late? You think we know JD answered. You never did want to make the subs as well. But to everybody else, were the substitutions too late? And number two, how did you feel the substitutions performed?
Substitutions that we put it back on the screen. Yeah, go ahead, Martin. Go ahead. The substitution.
All right, that's good question. I believe because I hear JD make the statement, I believe me that go give lower at least to 65 minutes. I hear JD make the statement and me that agree to because I just finished. But Nicholson come on, he head down the ball and he bounce off a bell and Anthony the one's cup shot. But somewhere everybody talk about this, Me don't know and I know you see it. Somewhere Nicholson just move lazy. Me don't know if this are the problem him have with him cup them. But sometimes him in the game and then him just move slow chick. Like
that's very true.
Just laugh back in the game or something. But it's a good forward, That I think with Nicholson, it means like it means just like a time bomb. A little grenade. If you not pull it, him not explode. If he lack, him just silent. You understand him now no arm. But it's a good forward, so and with normal Campbell now, me that expect better. But as me say, I just the minutes, me say me that try. I urgency, me don't know if the instruction when him get because he me that move too urgent and never that control as what JD said. But me I give him more time because me see him with him club and he when him settle, him really do better. So I hope him get a little more minutes if him can get no more minutes in other will there. And we see Dixo, as what JD said, him have out of everybody, out of all eyes of them, him have the better control for you. But I just the decision making a bit Dixon at this time. So me hope when him go back at Charlton, them just fix themselves. And that with the Jamaica people not understanding. We now say the ball them not good enough jurors. But not no wrong tell a baller say need to work on this. Me not get it, Me now go be one of them where overhype because when they overhype baller, you tell them lies. And me don't want to be a liar. You see me, jurors. So no wrong if me not get it. When they can't tell a ball, I say, bro, when they get the ball, all right, they have good control. Now we need to make some better decision making. If you cross the ball, if you run deep on the line and bring the defender with you and make space with the man who come behind you, them some of the people see it as a this. And you bring down the youths.
Yeah,
but
facts.
Good look. But we need a better bench still. JD, right. We need a better bench. And me hope this is why when people may attack all our YouTube man, the man them we are running off them more, but we don't want no more recruiting. This is why the coach say recruiting is it's very important in this World Cup quality. We have to recruit quality player.
Big boss, we can't go nowhere in football without recruiting. No way at all. We Jamaica have nowhere going in football without recruiting in the next 55 years. I'm not even asking you. In the next 55 years, Jamaica have nowhere going in football without recruiting. No way at all. I'm not asking people. With delusion and everything otherwise.
May I make it come in? Last point. When me never said last night. Because me not even pick it up. JFF. And the man, not JFF. The man they will control the field. Mr. Prime Minister.
No. Me could touch on that last. Please,
but me want to send a message to Andrew. Because this work, Me say this work, Somebody click this and send this to Andrew, please. Andrew. Me know say you have money, so you can't trick me. Because me one of them Jamaica they were now have another mind. You can't spend local money on the field, bro, and make the field look better, bro. Andrew, sit down and watch the match last night. Fix the field, Andrew. Put in some millions of dollars on the national field, man. Somebody clip it and send it to him, please. Andrew, and big up yourself, but fix the national field, bro. The national stadium, the field, one fix. All right, that's me.
Go ahead.
Dima.
Dima is here?
Yeah.
Okay, other people here. Sorry about that. I never saw it because I was working on something. We have Cranky here and we have Chris. So Chris, go ahead and then Cranky come in. All right.
Yes, JD. I watched the game last night. I was overall pleased with the performance.
Yeah.
Um, I saw ball movement. I saw the ball on the ground. Um, Gray was very creative. Mikel Antonio was his usual self. I love Mikel. I don't like Mikel Antonio. I love him. I don't care
Oh
if he scores.
Lord.
I love him.
Oh Lord,
Uh,
Bossy.
um,
Bossy,
You
hold on,
couldn't
take.
censor me.
Carla. Hold on, Carla. You have to be careful. You have to understand that you're in a Jamaican space, you know. Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh my
I love
God,
Mikel
Carla. Oh Lord, the
Antonio.
man saying like, all right.
Um,
Can,
I love how he moves. I love that sometimes he's not getting the ball and then he goes into the defense and then his work rate is over the top always. People need to ask this question. Mikel Antonio is playing in the Premier League. He's highly rated by his peers. He's being paid millions of dollars. Why is he there if he's not good?
Good
so
Why
question.
did
is it
someone say Mikel
why is
Antonio not
why
good? Because the
no
problem is him. Me no
no
know
no
about
no
him. Who not
no no
catch
no
up
no
with things,
no
him.
no Jamaican people bitch and moan about his lack of scoring. Why is he playing in the Premier League and is rated by his peers, is rated by the fans if he's not good? You know what I mean? Um, um, secondly, when Cuba has players, and it is full time for Jamaicans to start respecting these islands. This outright disregard for these island nations is pathetic. They
All right.
these island nations
Wow.
these island nations, they are better than local Jamaican born players. If it is not for the English based players, Jamaica would have gotten like 10 last night.
All right. Damn. All right. All right.
Uh, 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 um, when I listen to Jamaican, Dominica, we should beat them. Oh, the Demarai, we should beat them. Oh, Cuba, we should beat them. Without analyzing the teams, Cuba has players. A matter of fact, Cuba, and the commentator was saying that was talking about a Cuban player, and that player was playing for Norwich City. Cuba has players, and one of the reasons why many Caribbean island people do not like Jamaicans is because of this hubris. One of the reasons why these Caribbean islands do not want Jamaicans in their country is because of this hubris, and they complain all the time.
Okay.
This hubris, this dismissive, this carelessness, this disregard for other people, it is very unseemly.
But Carla, let me ask you a good question. So you don't think this is our same downfall? Because I agree with you. We as a people, we are outright disrespectful in the world. We are the most disrespectful as people in the world. Like we don't put anybody else in any sport. We don't care about nobody else. Even the running the other day, Cranky said me don't know nothing about running, but I clearly hear the man say the reason why him lose are because of him. And the next man will get injured, him say him not have to fix nothing. Him just need for just be not injured and him win. So the next man is nobody at all. So I agree with your caller. But you don't think, say, sometimes, like in the footballing context, you think that we are putting too much pressure on people because of our expectations. Because a man from England, we have different morals about himself, and he wants to come and do him job. But because in this day and age we have fans that it based on your society or we dictate things. Would you say that we are the own downfall for ourselves because the way we look at life, period, and no coach will be successful under
Yes,
we?
yes, JD, I am fully in agreement because when you look on the actual data, when you look on the talent, Jamaica overperforms. These other islands, for example, the Dam Rape is a richer nation than Jamaica. They have more capital to pump into their football, and it is because Jamaica can attract Jamaicans overseas. I like to just call them that because they are Jamaican. If you have a passport, you are Jamaican. Because we can attract players from the Premier League and those type of top league. This is the reason why we even stand a chance against Cuba.
All right. Well,
Do the fans believe? Do the fans believe that a Jamaican squad with only JPA players can compete with Cuba? Does anybody really believe that?
JD, you can hear me?
Yeah, Demo, hold on, Demo. I know you might have, but Cranky's here now. I know Cranky we're done with. If we don't give him trying to
Somebody
speak.
on the panel answer
Chris,
that.
hold on, Chris, hold on, a big boss, We have other people. Let us make them come on, and then we speak. Everybody can speak to each other. So we have Sir Cranky here.
JD. Hold on, JD. I have one small point. If we are going to use the ranking to say we must beat other teams, then when Jamaica play against Argentina, for example, we must expect Argentina to give us 20-0.
All right, Carla. Hold on, let the other people come in, Carla, because we want everybody. Mute your mic, Carla. Mute your mic. So, Arteta, the great Cranky, go ahead, big boss. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Don't know why you don't sleep. You're saying that you're driving and all sorts of things. But I've done the same, so I'm not want to criticize you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you a little bit faint, but yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
You can let Demo go first. I'll go after.
All right, Demo, go ahead. Cranky gave you his turn, but we can't bad up. You know, Cranky will bad you up. Cranky, I take lead in a miserableness, you know, Demo. So.
Yo, no. First of all, big up to the panelists and big up to everybody in the comment section and big up to JD. Big up yourself, Cranky. Boss, JD, I am probably one of the few people who for come out here so and a rant and a rave, you know. Because me say results over performance.
Facts.
Me say keep Grimo, because with Grimo would have probably win the game in 1-0, and then everybody would have cussed about, look how much chance Cuba create, and look how much this and look how much that. See? But then today everybody is on the flip side and saying, oh, look how we play, look how we pass this, look how we do this, but we no win the game. Right? And me hear you say something a while ago, JD, which shake my head.
Yes.
Did you just say this was one of the best feelings they ever have watching Jamaica play football?
Yes. And I'm talking from 1998 till now. Like I just feel like I get a little bit of hope. Like I'm saying, Johnny Star. It look like we put in the right pieces here and there. We can envision something happening. You know, that's all that we said, big boss. And I'm using coaching to that, you know. Remember that me using.
So, for me, that is going way overboard, my boss. And so, we come here, so we talk about your positives and something, but I think you and a couple of the panelists are take this way overboard. Brother, we for beat Cuba. I don't care what you want to say, we for beat Cuba. People are bring up the stats of history about them beat 11 times. That not have nothing to do with last night. Bro, the players and the quality that we had on the field compared to theirs was supposed to beat Cuba,
okay.
Bro.
So Demo, let me ask you a question, Demo. Didn't we created more chances than any other time you saw we played in the last 3 years?
I'm not sure about that.
Are you not sure about that?
Because even against Dominica the other day, we create a bag of chances on the Grim. Could score a hat-trick. Nicholson could have scored a hat-trick. Like, we missed a lot of chances in that game. So,
Demo, you don't think Marty, make Demo speak. Make Demo speak. Demo, same piece.
Yeah. Dominica, not
Dominica. So against Dominica,
yes.
I just pull up the Dominica stats, Demo, and you see it on the screen. You want me to pull it up again, Demo? Alright, let me go back for Dominica because Demo, all I'm say is we see a control. Demo, tell me a game where you see we control a game, Demo. Just the half on top of your head.
JD, that is totally different from when you asked me first in terms of creating chances. And I'm saying I don't have all the stats of all the games in front of me, so I can't be sure about it. You just show me stats from a couple games. So me
Okay.
can me just come off on my head and my shows them. Remember the Dominica game and Bowser could have scored a trick and Dixie could have scored a trick and we score 3 goals. That's all me I say. Me no know the stats in front
Okay,
of me.
okay.
Zin?
So to you, your
But the fact
feeling is you feel like we did good in other games and stuff.
no 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 I'm just saying in terms of chance creation.
Okay, in
Zin?
terms of
So
chance.
so my thing my thing is
JD, I
may I
want to
try
ask this
with
Oh,
guy a
the
question.
Chris, mute your mic now, Chris, man. Hold on, man. The other man must go ahead. Chris, mute your mic, please,
no
me I beg you. Go ahead, Demo.
me not stay long, because my voice will go away because me dip on streams. I try defend the performance last night there.
Okay,
A
and
very
then you
long
come here,
time to
sir,
my
fight the
voice.
performance
No,
because
no,
me I defend
but hear me say no.
it.
But hear me
you.
say no. Me say no, JD. I am trying now to try and find the balance because me can't make the pendulum swing go way ahead over this where people are cussing will never play good last night, which is absolutely ridiculous because I thought that we dominated the game in every single
Facts.
aspect. I thought
Facts.
that we controlled the game in every single aspect. People can
Facts.
say, oh, Cuba make we have the ball. Okay, they make we have the ball, and we did what we were supposed to do, except for score the goal. Like it is ridiculous for people to come out and say we never play well last night. But then me hear people like
Yes, you see
I
me I
come
go
and I
over the
say,
top.
"Wow, I want the best feeling. Yeah, I'm watching Jamaica when we never beat lowly ranked Cuba with 10 men, brother. That is absolutely ridiculous. So me just a try find the balance right
Okay.
now. I mean, I say, brother, we should have beat Cuba, but don't come out and say we never play good. That is ridiculous, brother. Like the
Okay.
man them just to put the ball in my goal. My Cuba is Cuba. Like it's ridiculous. The
Demon,
man
stop your
them wrong.
foolishness. Me not gonna agree with that part there, but Cuba is just Cuba. Every team
No,
can
JD,
upgrade.
hear the
Stop it.
context now. No, but me give you the context. It's not about upgrade. We have high quality players, bro.
But
So
Demo, so how
the
much you,
stats
Demo,
the
so
people
Demo, how much you factor in me know you, Demo, for 5 years, and me know them player for less time, and then me know a coach for 4 days. Demo, and me know a
yeah,
system
but
for 3.5 seconds.
that's very disingenuous.
Oh
This
man.
team is the same team that Green has had for the past so
But
much
Demo, man,
years. Like
when I
only
say
the couple new.
Demo, I said that the player them know themselves longer, but we know the coach for 3 days, and we know the system for 5 seconds. So how much that play
Okay,
apart?
JD, the system never have nothing to do why Antonio miss or why Jamal Lowe miss and
I
them something there,
know,
brother.
I know, Demo. I know it might not have the biggest part, Demo, but at the same time, if you're in different position on the field, Demo, it's not familiar to you. You know that, Demo. So everybody,
JD,
Demo, look.
here
Let me give
here we are
you, Demo.
contradict
Me I go give you
yourself.
a
Here we are
me I go give you a
contradict
facts,
yourself.
Demo. Me I go give you a facts. Look how the link up between Jamal Lowe and Casey Palmer with Dexter overlapping with Bobby Reed. Look at the start.
JD, here you're contradicting yourself. On one hand, you're saying that we dominated the play,
Yes.
and this is one of the best feelings they ever have
Yes.
because of the style of play that we had.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
the other hand, you're saying to me that the players them don't know each other and don't know the system because the
That's why
coach
I'm.
was playing.
That's why
It
I have the
can't
hope,
work. It
Demo,
can't obviously it can't.
That's what I said. I'm not contradicting myself because I'm saying if this is the first game, even though we are demoting the performance based on the opponent. I am saying then that if them don't know themselves in the system so good, imagine how better they are gonna get. So I'm not contradicting myself. I am praising them for that reason, Demo, to say that look how better they can get then. I am giving them credit for that, Demo, for them to just get a 1.5 session and just go out there and look like, all right, maybe they know where you're going to run and what time you're going to run offer. But believe me, I'm going to put it even 1.5 second, a little bit later, earlier, and see if they catch on it. And it still work.
All right, JD, me no want cranky wait too long, so let me just finish up by saying this. Zine, again, I thought that we were excellent in how we played. Well, excellent is probably a stretch. I thought that we were really good in how we played and controlled the game. People, I don't know what people expect from a Jamaica team in terms of possession and all of that, but we dominated all the stats, and the only thing that we never do was finish the chances. People are gonna say Cuba make we have the ball. Okay, they make we have the ball, but we did what we were supposed to do in terms of we broke the line a
Demo,
billion
we
times. Like
dominate all the
we
stats, but
literally broke the
Demo, we dominate the stats, but we didn't dominate the big misses them as well too.
Yes. So them have the low block and people are say we can't play against the low block. I'm gonna find it very ridiculous because we broke through a number of times and we just
Get the
never
big
put the ball
chances,
in the
them. Yeah,
goal.
okay. Facts,
So we
facts.
obviously
Demo,
know
that's where
how
I
to
agree
break.
with you. Because if a low block
So
them a play
obviously,
and we break down the low
yeah,
block, because we create the big chances, them I never 500 yard we a score, we a strike ball from, are right in front of the goal, don't. So how we get there?
exactly,
Facts.
exactly.
Facts, Demo. I agree
That's
with you.
But
that's the
But
reason.
JD, Demo attack how we attack. It's the only
No,
Yeah,
difference.
Demo just
Demo
want
say
to have
we
a
fight.
balance. Demo want
but
to
I
say don't
Yeah,
get
Demo attack.
excited. But we are that's what I'm telling you, say
Yeah,
Demo and listen to the
we
whole
agree.
conversation,
We are saying
Martin.
where
Because of
Demo
that we
say.
are say.
Yeah,
We say we still a keep up the
that we
hope.
are saying.
no,
We are tempered.
no.
No,
So
Demo, listen, Demo, before you discredit me, listen to my whole video. I had said it's Cuba, because Honduras is better, but Cuba is
Yes.
better than the other teams them that we played and we
Yes.
were worst off with. So I can still give them that credit, and because they are in a new system as well, Demo.
JD, all I am saying, brother, is that's not what you were saying all the time. Like me hear
Demo,
people
pull
bring
the
up
video back and
Cuba
listen,
versus
Demo. You can't tell me that say me know me that say Demo. You can't come and fight me. Demo, I was saying the same damn thing. You just
JD.
you
One
never
done
like the
talk,
good feeling words. You never like nice
One
words I
done
mean I use. That's a problem.
One don't talk about. All me say is the fact that you come out and say this is one of the best feelings you have, and then me hear people are bring up the stats between Jamaica and Cuba and why it is a divine right for beat them and them kind of something there. Like, bro, we for beat Cuba, brother. Like, we're supposed to beat
Here
Cuba.
Demo go with
We
his over the
can't
top
find
ego.
excuses not
But
for
Demo, that
Demo,
over it
Demo, can
because
I
me
ask you a
and JD I
question?
say at the finish, me we no win last night. Literal Demo. To be honest, me ask everybody this last night, Demo. If Jamaica did score 3 goals last night, what you think everybody would have said? Then would have said what JD
No,
has said.
no.
That the
Make him
facts.
answer.
Only
Demo.
thing we
Demo, if we
different
score
are
three of
just the
them,
goal.
Demo. The man ask you
Yeah,
a
then
question,
would have
Demo.
said
Let
what
me hear you
JD
say.
has said.
Let me hear you say, Demo. More here.
That's what JD has said right now. I just to the goal, not the Demo. They would have literally have said what JD has said no. So
bro. We did not score 3 goals. I'm not talking about no if
So
buts and
Demo,
maybes and what.
couldn't we score 3 goals with relative ease,
Demo.
Demo? Just answer
Oh,
that.
Demo.
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 Yeah, it might try be difficult, you know? It might try be. Demo, we couldn't score 3 goals.
Me can't talk,
All right,
boss.
the man
Honestly,
get
me
you
can't.
know what? we back him in our
I
corner, you
want
know,
to ask
people.
Demo a
We back
question.
him in our corner. Him get him
JD, I want to
supporter.
ask
Him
Demo a
get him supporter
question.
Cranky. So Cranky I be him supporter.
Wait
Hold
now,
on,
wait now.
Chris. Hold on, eh? Cranky I come in. The Cranky come in. Because I run out of time, so I have to make Cranky talk. I have my Nigeria video for the do. I know Cranky love talk, but me always all over the place. But me have things to do. Alright? People expect me to turn up. Go ahead, Sir Cranky. Edube is my new name. I'm African. Sir Cranky, we not hear you, know. Go ahead, big boss. We not hear Cranky. We not hear me, people.
Nah, you hear me now?
Okay.
No.
He
Go
look-
ahead now.
Him
Go ahead, Frank.
unmute his mic, but we not see his mic moving. Cranky, maybe you need to jump off and jump back on, and maybe you get a call, and then you might get occupied in your phone and stuff. So you always have those things. So jump on, jump off. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm saying the same thing as Demo. I'm saying the same thing as Demo. Demo just want to say him alone did say this. That's what I realize. A long time me and Demo were, you know.
What?
Demo just want to say him are the only
Can I
positive
ask Demo
man.
a question? Can I ask Demo a question?
Yeah, sure.
Jesus, peace. Demo,
Yeah.
the logic that you use against Cuba that they are lowly, you're very dismissive, right? And they are ranked very low, right?
Uh-huh.
And we must beat them.
Uh-huh.
If Jamaica play Argentina, would you use the same logic and said Argentina must beat Jamaica by like 7-0 because compared to Argentina, Jamaica is very low? Would you use the same logic?
What? No? Why would I say them for beat with 7-0? I never mention a score line with this. I am saying is like you don't want me to dismiss how good Jamaica is in terms of the players we have. Like me can look for my team and have enough confidence in my team and the players that we have and the big coach we have to look upon it and say, oh, we are miles better than Cuba in terms of on paper. So me can be confident that we are going to beat them. Like, you don't want me to diminish how good Jamaica look on paper.
No, but Demo, sometimes
Like,
that
No,
can
no,
but
JD, can you hear me?
hold on, Chris.
hold
I have a
on.
point. Chris, hold on, I have a point. Demo, but sometimes that can put unnecessary pressure on a coach that just have a team for 5 seconds. Demo, you can't
we
you have to
saw
factor that
how
in.
Hey,
good
JD.
this team.
I
Oh,
guess
she
it's not
can't
working.
Cranky back now, Cranky.
JD, can you hear me?
Go ahead, Cranky. Go ahead, Cranky. We are waiting on you.
So we're touching upon a lot of different things. I'll just mention a couple of things. England plays Ireland today.
Yes.
England is in the top 10. Ireland is 58. If England doesn't beat Ireland, the English press is going to lose their minds because the expectation is I'm that much better than you. I should win the game. That's not disputable. I don't care about the ranking of Cuba. They're 160 something. Their ranking they may be better than their ranking suggests, but we're a much better team, and we're playing at home. The fans came out to support, which they haven't done in a long time, and you send them home disappointed. That's not a good look, especially a lot of them are bandwagonists. That's not a good look. And so I don't know how one justifies anything about the performance the other day. We are a better team. We should dominate. It's like when we play the US. We play low block against the US, not because we want to, because they force us to.
Okay.
In football, in general, the better teams will force you to play more counter-attacking football because you have no choice.
Yes.
They pressure you and take the ball from you, and then when they have it, you can't get the ball off them, even if you pressure them. Right? That's just how it works generally. It doesn't always work that way 100% of the time. There's very few games where we're going to have 73% possession in any football. If a team is playing you and they have 10 men for a whole half and you're better than them, you should beat them. That's not even disputable. That's not about you being arrogant. That's not about you being better. They have 10 men and you're better than them, you should beat them.
Okay.
We didn't. That's why it's going to be very disappointing. And those things are not disputable.
Yes.
Right now, my hope is that when we play on
Cranky,
versus a better team.
Before you move, Cranky, but you should beat them does not say that you never had a good performance, because remember, performance comes down to what you do, the basic in football, and I thought that they did all the basics over the top as to other metrics of the other games. So is it that those?
Yeah, but this is not our best performance. You can't take a draw as your best performance. We played the Gold Cup and we're winning 5 and 6 love against the Trinidad of the world.
But
those are better outcomes, right?
When
you have a draw, it can't be your best performance. You are better ball possession.
I disagree.
Yeah, you're more dominant.
I disagree. No, you can't take a draw as a better performance.
Which games am I going to? No. I can't. No, it can't be your best performance. If your draw was against Argentina, it's a different story.
But Cranky,
you can't have a draw against a team which is lower than yours as your best performance. It's impossible.
But Cranky, one of the next performance that you're talking about that is good is the team lower than Cuba, because that is Antigua. You understand me? So
what do you mean? What do you mean Antigua? What Antigua? I'm not talking about Antigua. I said Trinidad. I said Antigua. I said Trinidad.
Yes, Saint Kitts and
Trinidad.
No,
I said Trinidad.
All right.
No, I said Trinidad. I said no Saint Kitts. I said Trinidad.
All right. So Trinidad. You're using Trinidad.
Yes, and Trinidad's what, like 103 or something, and maybe a little bit higher then.
But Cranky, I don't think Trinidad is better than Cuba.
Yeah.
I don't think Trinidad is better than Cuba.
I never said Trinidad was better than Cuba. I know. My point was this. We beat Trinidad about what, 5? Whatever the number was?
4-1.
What was it?
4-1.
4-1, right? And we drew with Cuba. And we're saying Cuba is one of our best performances. When they had 10 men, Arsenal played with 10 men against Brighton, and we're playing low block football.
Yes.
And Arsenal's a better team than Brighton, right?
Yes.
If you have 10 men, your first job is not to... Here's another thing to people. Because again, you guys keep saying this. What's Blake's primary job on the field? What's Blake's primary job on the field?
Which, the goalkeeper you're talking?
Yes.
His primary job is to conduct the play, like see vision, but he has to save.
No, that's not his primary job. His primary job is to prevent the ball from going into the goal.
Yeah,
that's his primary job.
I just said save, but I think he's
but I'm saying his primary job is not to give up any. His job is not to give up any goal. The martialist thing that evolved in football. A goalkeeper's job is not to give up any goal. A centre forward's job is to put the ball in the goal.
Okay, thank you.
That's his primary job.
And a midfielder.
Antonio has 4. I'm making a point. No, I'm making a point with Antonio. He has 4 goals in 18 games.
Okay.
He scored 2 screamer. He's not prolific enough to be a centre forward to go to the World Cup.
Okay. So
that's my view. Now, people, he's not what centre forward is going to be putting the ball. Now, people, and I hope he comes and don't get injured. If Greenwood don't come, I'm just going to put ball not a goal, people. Yesterday, Jamalo, and I said this the other day on my stream before the game played, the previous day, that the coach told us he was going to start Jamalo. Right? He told us he was going to play, and that's how he started going to play, because he said he get a chance now. Tomorrow he's going to get his chance. He got to take his chance. He basically, so in my view,
we know that.
It was a 4-4-2 with Nicholson or 4-3-3 with Jamalo, right? He got 2 sitters, and he did nothing with them. You know what that does? That then people lose confidence in you, because you weren't scoring before. You came, got your chance, you didn't take your chance. The point I'm trying to make is this, JD, is that this whole narrative about Jamaica locally developed versus foreign, when are we going to put that nonsense to bed?
It can't go to bed.
It's got to the point.
It can't go to bed because you're talking football on a different level. Because if you just throw a local, so what you want to claim to say then? Oh, because Kaim Dixon scored in a game. Over there. No. I'm asking you.
No. My point is this. No, my point is this: is that I want us as a people to be one.
Yes.
And not divide ourselves. Yep. Let other people try to divide us. Don't divide ourselves, right?
But if somebody has a Jamaica passport, you're arguing points that we never brought up in the show.
No. It came up in the show, trust me. But not in that context. Because people are saying that, well, with English players, it don't make no difference. That's how it comes up. Right? When I was at the supermarket because I was driving, I heard the comment being made, which is people are frustrated, say, you know what? If they can't be Cuba with them, all them English players, they make them just the local player. That's what I gather from the conversation.
Okay. So that's
the point. Yeah, the point I'm trying to say is this, people. Let other people try to divide us. Don't divide ourselves. We should move past this. If you have a British passport, if you have a Jamaican passport, you're Jamaican. Let's move past that. Let's talk about the football.
Yeah, man, Cranky.
Is Karim Dixon better than Antonio? Nobody's saying Karim Dixon better than Antonio. But unless a player get a chance on the field to play, you won't know what they can and cannot do. Right? Jamalo got his chance multiple times. He got his chance yesterday. He wasn't impressive. He played okay when he got the ball, but when you miss those goals, somebody can say, you know what? Let somebody else miss the goals because you just missed them. But he wasn't the only one to miss goals. Antonio missed a lot of goals too.
Yes, and
he missed one for West Ham. Almost got the one he scored.
Shamar Nicholson missed the goal for most goals for Jamaica as well too. So
he must have scored the most. He must have scored the most.
But he plays the most.
He has 19. He has 19 or 50 something, which is not a bad ratio.
Yes,
he
plays a lot. He plays a lot of minutes for Jamaica as well over everybody else. So everything.
Antonio ratio is not great.
Well, it's fair.
Let's be fair.
You have a fair point, Cranky. Yeah. But it comes back down. I think you're not factoring how coach sets up system, reaction timing of players. Because if you're going to pick elite players, the reason why Dixon already yet for the team in Charlton, Cranky, was solely because he cannot go up to the same pace. And him can't put the ball in the back of the net. Him can't put the ball in the back of the net.
He's not fit.
But he's going to slow down the other man them. So, we're going to work. We have to force to work with...
No. Nobody was... I was pointing out who should replace Antonio now. I said Antonio may not be the solution at centre forward. I didn't say Dixie,
Okay, so
I could be talking about Cameron Archer, for example, Jamaican Heritage.
Okay.
And to me, he's probably, at this point in his career, is going to be much more mobile, much more clinical than Antonio is.
Well,
Antonio's slowing down, and he's not a prolific goal scorer.
But I think nobody had that Antonio prolific and stuff. I think if you ever...
Yeah, but we need if we want to go to the World Cup, JD.
Yes.
Then we got to think about, is this person the solution for us at centre forward?
Okay.
Because everybody's view. He plays in the Premier League, he is the solution. And I'm saying, is he truly the solution? We're now on a recruiting drive. Do we need to go find a one or two centre forwards?
And I'm going to come back to my same argument, Cranky. The style of play comes down to see if he's the solution. If he plays more of a central forward role to supply the wingers, and we expect him to get goals and assists chipping, he could be a part of the solution because he's strong, he holds up the play, he pressed from the front. So he can play that system.
JD. He scored 0 goals in the Gold Cup. JD. He scored 0 goals in the Gold Cup where everybody else was scoring.
Okay.
Russell scoring.
And he scored one Cranky in the Copa Cranky. He scored one Cranky and nobody didn't score. Nobody never look like them are going to score Cranky. You saw life funny? But me
But the point I'm making,
Cranky, me
JD, is not
agree with
prolific
you.
enough. He's not prolific enough. Not prolific enough. Not prolific enough.
What you're saying, Cranky?
Good player. You know what? He may be better on the wing than playing center forward. I want my center forward to put the balls in the goal.
So Cranky, what you are saying, you want a forward that can play both systems. So if he's gonna be a supplier for the winger, so like a Firmino, then you want a player like that can score goals, assists, and still link up play.
No, more prolific than Firmino. Firmino wasn't prolific to me. He's a brilliant player,
God.
but not prolific.
Oh my God, Cranky!
Firmino was not prolific.
Demo,
JD,
you're gonna make him get away with that?
Firmino, Salah is prolific. Jota may be prolific. Firmino is not prolific. Those things are not debatable. JD, we're not talking about right now. We know the football.
Firmino is not prolific. Why is that an argument?
No,
yeah,
man,
not prolific.
Firmino
The point I'm trying to make is this: Salah is prolific. Jota is prolific. Firmino is not prolific. What I'm saying, and Firmino is a brilliant football player. He's played like a false 9 versus a true 9. The point I'm saying is this: is that Antonio is a good football player. But I watch him play and it's like he's fighting his body. It's a struggle out there. I'm telling you, I'm smiling yesterday watching the game saying, we need somebody to put the ball in it.
So, Cranky, what would be a solution going forward, like in the next window, in the next match then? We're going to get, you guys can ask Cranky a question right after, because I'm trying to finish on 2 hours, So, Cranky, what would be a solution then going forward? Since as if you see the team now, what would be the changes you would have made?
I'd start by the same team.
The same exact team, Cranky?
Except Jamal Lowe, I may replace him with somebody, I'm not even sure who. Because Campbell didn't impress me when he comes on, but he's only got 15 minutes. I know, I'll start by the same 10. Who would I change of the 10?
So
Shamar
Nicholson can start at Antonio. You just complain about Antonio. And you say Shamar Nicholson score goal. And he plays at a level that he can
if I don't mention Shamar, that means I don't think he's a uplift. If I didn't say Shamar, even though his stats is 19 and 52, can I check stats in a JD? But also check the player. Shamar had 1 touch in the first. Shamar had 2 touches in the first half of the last Ecuador game. Shamar is not playing a lot of football. If you have 2 touches in the first half of a game, I have concern about your work rate. If you miss a goal from 3 yards out, I have concern. Even though you score 19 and 50 something, I just think we need upgrades. We need upgrades.
All right,
our competition is not the Caribbean, people. Our competition is not I keep saying this over and over again. Our competition is not the Caribbean anymore. We have moved forward. We have bigger fish to fry.
Cranky, and that was our reasoning. We are trying to get up to that level, but we can't just, even if we change the players, I was just saying that we are not going to make that big step instant. We have to take baby steps, just the same even with the best players.
But at least you want to see, and by the way, here's my last point. I disagree with you about Jamaica not being able to compete in 50 years. I think if Jamaica take these suggestions that they got from the FIFA Talent Development Assessment Program, if they come up with a template and a blueprint about what we need to be from a footballing standpoint, if they implement strategies at the grassroots level, and come up with a philosophy and a style of play, and get the whole Jamaican community to help invest in the football program, I think we can be. It's like how your Uruguay's small population play well, even though they have a history better than us. Because we started playing football from 1911 at JD.
No, I know. So we have played football a long time. We not talk about years.
But that means what we tried in the past
give me a
has
time,
not worked.
Frankie. Give me a time. Come and say 50 years.
I'd say 15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years.
I'd say, so here's what they're going to do. They're going to start with the talent development pool, that elite youngster pool they're going to come up with. And probably start with the under 14 to do it. They now have 4 people doing this scouting across the island versus just 1 person doing the corporate area and St. Catherine and Clarendon people. So if you do that and start out with that as a template, just to start out with, and then you try to cascade the program across the entire 14 parishes, JD, and you develop your coaches, you develop your infrastructure, develop the players, you have a chance in 15 to 20 years to be competitive on the global stage. But if you keep doing what you're doing before...
Okay, on the global stage.
Yeah. Let me just think about it.
Okay.
No. The global stage is going to include World Cup, Gold Cup, Copa, whatever it is. Because you think about this, JD. Here's my philosophy. If the the people of Jamaican heritage were England, disproportionately play in the Premier League versus any other persuasion, then if you equate that back to Jamaica, and if you give the kids the right coaching, the right development, the right infrastructure, I don't see why they also can make some of the same inroads and progress that those kids make. I don't see why.
Okay, fair enough, guys. You
No,
can
I don't
ask
see it.
Frankie a question if you guys have any questions, so we can get the conversation going. Because everyone spoke. No, yeah, I disagree with some of Frankie's take, but I'm saving
I
it
have
for
a
the World
question. I
War
have a
IV.
question.
Me and him,
I have a question.
Go ahead, big boss.
I'm cranky. If you take the position that Jamaica should beat the Caribbean team because they're lowly and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Would you use the same logic when Jamaica play against a team like Argentina or Brazil? Would you say those teams must beat Jamaica handsomely because they are so much better?
Yes.
Okay,
And
then.
you know what? Their fans expect the same too. And when they
That's
don't, they
fair.
get beaten. Just like England playing San Marino, if you beat them by 2, the press lose their mind. Same concept.
Yeah, but England press is known to be delusional.
Yeah, but no. Brazil press is delusional. Brazil and Argentina press are delusional. If you call it, they're not delusional. They have
It's just the
expectations. They're not
I think the
delusional.
expectation, Cranky trying to say that they have a higher expectation. That's it.
Yes.
Nothing less than what
They
they
expect you to
expect.
dominate.
Yeah.
No, but Argentina, based on their player quality, Argentina players have accomplished more than English players. So England does not have the raw talent that they think they have.
Yeah,
No,
but
England's a talented
opinion.
team. No. England went to what, the last 8 of the World Cup. They went to the final, the Euro for this one. They went to the semi-final. No, they have talent. Talent may not play up to standard, but they have talent. They have talent.
They have talent, Chris.
Compared to Argentina or Brazil.
No, Chris.
Compared to Argentina or Brazil.
Chris, you have a thing called styles over time. I think England has talent, but they play a different style of football. Just like Spain play a style of football, Argentina and South America plays a different style of football. You have eras where that type of football dominates. All right, so I think Cranky's right
JD,
that England does have talent.
JD,
and comparative to Argentina as well.
I am not saying England does not have talent. I am talking about the quantity.
Yes, they have on a similar level, if not more, because they have the best coaches in the country and they are developing players at a rapid rate, and they have done it consistently. Just the same. So I think they have it at the same level as Argentina.
I'm secondly with Cranky. I don't think being dismissive of other Caribbean islands put Jamaica in a very good light. Jamaicans have a poor image in the eyes of other Caribbean people. They complain all the time.
But they all want to be Jamaicans. They all want to be Jamaicans. Let me say this, people. Jamaica's biggest attribute is its biggest deficit. Our confidence, our arrogance allow us to be successful. It also can be viewed negatively. So sometimes your biggest attribute and your biggest deficit, depending on where you're operating.
So Cranky, should we apply the same attitude towards the football as well, Cranky? You think so?
We shouldn't be arrogant in football because we have.
Okay, Cranky cut out. Let me take you away, Cranky. All right,
but our arrogance, arrogance.
Yeah, you're back now, Cranky. You're back now, Cranky. Chris, hold on, Cranky. Chris, make Cranky finish. Go ahead, Cranky.
No. So we can argue about who we are, what we are, some of our attributes, all we want. We are who we are. We are a very respected race of 3 million or 6 million people across the globe. In a continent of 8 billion, we have overachieved as a people. It's not debatable. Do we have flaws? Wait. No, listen, man.
Chris, let him finish now, Chris, man. We're trying to have a conversation. Let him finish.
Chris is so focused on our arrogance and what it is. Chris, we have overachieved as a people. And we continue to overachieve. And we continue to overachieve. Do we have problems? Yes. Crime.
I disagree.
Chris,
but so Chris, who cares if you disagree? Who cares if you disagree, Chris? Who cares if you disagree?
You're wrong. JD,
I'm off. What am I wrong? I give you wrong your opinion, Chris. Hey, JD, I'm out. JD, Chris, let me say, Chris, you cannot be wrong on your opinion, Chris. Nobody can be wrong about their opinion. We're not talking about facts. And you keep debating something which is not debatable. I tell you what my view is. You may have a different view. You may say I'm totally wrong. That's fine. But it's my opinion. I ain't going to change it. I've been around Jamaicans. I've been on Wall Street. I've been in medical area where I see doctors,
mute your mic
lawyers.
when Cranky speak.
Jamaica are accomplished people.
Yes, when Cranky
Not
speak,
only about
you answer
athletics,
after.
because you know what happens? You know what happens? All we see is the athletics. We're not seeing the other attributes that Jamaica bring to the table. Whether they are plumbers, whether they are electricians, whether they are builders, they're an accomplished people. You go listen to Dr. Umar, who I've done this a rate, hear him talk about Jamaicans and our history from Nigeria and Ghana, come all the way we are now, with the nannies and the Paul Bogs and all the people. We're an accomplished people who don't take nothing from nobody. So when you want to denigrate Jamaica and say, well, they're arrogant, yes, the Caribbean islands may say so. I have a friend of mine. She's always telling me, I don't like Jamaicans. All she damn date is Jamaican. And she complain about them and she date them. You know why?
They love us. They love us.
This whole notion that look, should we manage some of the things that people are concerned about? Of course we should. Should we be overly arrogant? Of course we shouldn't. But sometimes your biggest detriment becomes your biggest attribute. Because arrogant can be viewed to be confidence by some people. What you view as arrogant and egotistical, some people view it as confidence, and it gives you the opportunity and allows you to do something which others may not even undertake. Take risks which others may not undertake. So this concept and this idea that, Jamaicans are terrible. Why my friends who used to be in the military would say that Jamaicans are not Trinidadians? Come on, people.
No, it's
everywhere you go.
That's your point, and that is fair. That's
no, but the point I'm making, JD.
Chris, just hold on. Chris, just relax now. Chris, me can't work with it. If you can't mute your mic, Chris, me can't work. Me I just done the show, brother. So you look at
so JD, let me just say JD, on the football, JD,
was I disappointed? Football, more on Cranky answer to a footballing term. Just give them a chance. Go ahead, Cranky. Go ahead. And then
so in football, JD, I was disappointed with yesterday's outcome. There's a difference between the performance and the outcome.
Thank you. That's what
we dominated the game. We should have won the game. The outcome didn't sit well with me for a number of reasons. One is you should beat those who you should beat. Second, the fans made an effort to come out and you send them home disappointed, which is not good. And then we're going to hear the same narrative again about do we need to bring these players in, not players in, which you want to get rid of. And the players had a chance to do that yesterday. It didn't happen.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next game because I do think we're building something. I want to give the coach as much chance as possible. I could sense his frustration on the sideline yesterday. I could see his frustration.
Yes.
And understand his frustration. Yeah. When you're dominating, you should win. And people don't want to ask the difficult questions. Like somebody said in your chat, do you want all local players in the team? I've been accused of you can't both ways, people. I can't be accused by the JFF and others that I only want foreign players in the team, or foreign-born players, and now I'm being accused of want all local players in the team. People, please get some balance. He's the last.
No, your reasoning was we are trying to get stronger, and you're answering to something that I had said, say, 50 years. We're going to wait for development.
You said 50, I say 15, 20.
15 to 20.
Maybe shorter.
Yes. So you're answering to me. I don't think you gave me the vibes like you want local players in the team only. No, you're always talking like a balance that you want.
I don't care if we have 25 local players in the team or 25 foreign-born players. What I want is the best players to play. It's meritocracy, JD. Yes. That's why you hear me on Speed have major fight about quotas. Because when you say you want to develop the local players, which I don't disagree with, you can't do it. You can't try to do something right by doing something wrong. That's the problem.
Agreed.
You can't achieve your goals by doing something wrong. You got to figure out a different way to get to the same place, which is we need to have the local players performing at a certain level. That's not debatable.
Yeah, but
figure it out as to how you get it so. Don't do it by denying others their rights to play for the country.
But Cranky, you maybe talk a little bit lower on the point of saying that we had dominated the game. I think a lot of people left your statements before thinking that
JD,
you're not
73% possession.
Yes.
No, 73% possession. We dominated.
Yeah, no, but Cranky,
it's not Cuba.
I thought people wanted you to say that a little bit more. No, Cranky, I'm agree with you. I think people thought you lamented on the part that we never scored. No, you never identified we never scored. They thought that you said we never play good, none at all. You know, and I said, I don't think Cranky can say that.
That's JD, when you have 73% possession, who do you mean you don't play good? That don't make no sense, JD.
Yes, I think they never.
That's not about playing good.
I listen to you now, Cranky, and I say, but you know, look like that them explain to me, because I never them tell me say them make it seem like you say we never play good because if we never win, we never win. But me I say we can create chance and we play good, but the strikers them just never finish, so the strikers them forget replaced.
I'm not happy with the performance. I'm not happy with the performance because to me, has to be about the outcome when you play an inferior opponent.
Okay.
If we played the US, for example, right? If we played the US, like when we played the US in Dallas, and I went to the game in Dallas and we lost in the last minute. If we won that game, even though they dominated possession, they probably had the same thing like we had with Cuba, I'd be happy because the US is a better team. I wasn't happy yesterday because we didn't score the goals and we didn't win the game.
Well, I mean, I try
and Cuba is an inferior team to us.
You know, I try to make sure, but Cranky, we create the chance.
No.
All right, say the forwards didn't play good, but we can say everybody else me happy with except
No. JD. I pointed out on my stream that there was only maybe one player who had under 7 rating. That was Jamal Lowe. I think he had like 6.8.
Yeah.
I think Palmer had a 7.9. Most people had over 7, and 7 is deemed to be very good or very good in football in general.
Okay.
Right? So you can't say, but my point was this. The opponent was inferior, and to exacerbate that, they had 10 men for a whole half of football. Then how you don't win that game is beyond me.
Yeah, but Cranky, if them create the chance, them Cranky. If them create the chance, them Cranky. Go ahead, Demo, go ahead, because me wrap up in 10 minutes. Me not gonna say anything more.
Yeah, man, I just want to ask Frankie something. Like, you agree with the ratings though? Because I thought that Lembekisa was horrible. So if he had over 7,
he had over 7, you know, but it was involvement, Demo. But I agree with you. He played poor, especially not poor. I think the Hernandez guy was very good. You know, he struggled with him.
Yeah,
Demo. I agree.
He's very difficult. Yeah, but we gotta give credit to the Cuban who's playing against him.
Yes, he's very good.
Than just saying Lembekisa, but the kid, he was the best player on the team, and he was very skillful, and he didn't mind taking on Jamaica players, right? And Lembekisa didn't lose all his battles with him.
No, he recovered.
It was a difficult, but
times.
yeah, Lembekisa maybe. Yeah, I didn't think Antonio was a 7, and I didn't think Lembekisa was a 7, and I didn't think Jamal Lowe was a 7.
Yes, and
I thought Latimer should have a higher rating than 7.1.
Yes,
I don't think that he got his due.
That is true. So KC Palmer,
right? I didn't think Gray was. I don't think Gray was involved in the game like he should be either.
Cranky.
When you're that prolific, yeah.
So you know things say we in play a draw. I try draw the game out because that's why I'm stay a little bit wider. But him take ons them was elite. Cranky every take on the man take, you know, it go straight through, you know.
JD, and when you're Bobby Reed and Gray crossing has to be better given their quality.
Yes, but what about their take
to me, you can't be doing flat crosses. And here's the last point before I go, because I get beaten about by one of your person here in your stream about Damian Lowe.
Yeah.
So Damian Lowe's passing accuracy was 5% below Ethan Pinnock. I think he had like 87%.
Yes.
And you know why it was?
Long
why it was?
The long ball.
Because he tried about 13 long ball and he only completed about 3 of them. If he played the ball short, his passing accuracy would be like 95%. Then what would we say then? Damien has to understand that he doesn't lean back enough when he's trying to make the pass, so he keep them flat. They don't get to their destination.
People would say Pinnock go long too as well, so and Pinnock still have 5%.
No, but Pinnock is an elite long ball passer.
Okay. So you're
Pinnock is an elite long ball passer.
So
that's what Pinnock has done that.
Good at. You're telling him to do what he's good at.
Yes. Stop doing what you're not good at. You're trying to go long and it's not working. Pass the ball to Pinnock then, because some of the other ball to pass to Pinnock now. Let him do the long passing. Don't do any. You know for Liverpool who do the long passing for defense, Van Dijk. Do you see Kanati making 40-yard pass?
So does it not make a team?
Do you see Saliba?
People can work you out, Cranky? Like
no. I ain't gonna make no limited. No, I disagree with that because I don't see for Liverpool Kanati making a 40-yard pass. I see Van Dijk do it all the time to Salah. Look at that cross-feed pass to Salah, 24/7 for Liverpool.
I can confirm that.
Okay.
Right. So if that's the case, why are you doing the long pass when it's JD? You're gonna do it and it's not going to its destination. So why are you doing it?
No, Cranky, me agree with you.
If you're doing it, if you're 3 of 13.
Yeah, but Cranky,
what was it? 3 of 13?
I think it's on 5 or 4 of 11, something like that. But yeah, it was that. It was not great. He passed a lot of balls that was very, very bad. Even the ball that he played to KC Palmer back of his heel. And that started a counter for Cuba. So he had we pointed that out, but he had some good link ups as well.
But JD, do you know so his pass between the lines from deep is much better than his pass over the top?
Yes. That's what I was.
You look at his pass between the lines versus over the top.
So Frankie, that's what me just said to you. Say he had some good link up, you know. Even him link up Lembekisa one at a time, you know, with a good link pass. You know, it was just Lembekisa poor either is not fit or something. It's poor action after that. So he had some
Right.
good key passes as well, but he had some horrible passes, Cranky. I agree with that. So would
Yeah,
that
but
not,
he shouldn't go over the top. But him and Lati are a little bit on top. Lati's not the best pass over the top either. I've been
but
watching them and
Lati is
watching them say
way better than Liam and Low, Cranky. I think Lati is better than
Low,
Liam and Low.
Low cannot pass over the top. He shouldn't pass. He shouldn't pass over the top. He doesn't do well. He shouldn't do it. He keeps on doing it, and he's gonna get beaten for it. Tell me what he did wrong apart from the pass over the top yesterday. So people are beating him, and people are saying, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, but remember, he was he was his bad positioning as well, because I still believe that we could have ended up with a red card. I think if the VAR was in, it would have been a red card and a penalty.
Was that him or Pinnock?
No,
Was that him or
it
Pinnock?
was not Pinnock. Pinnock was beside him. It was a split pass that passed Damian Lowe and Lembekisa that led to Pinnock and the goalkeeper with the player behind them. So that was not Pinnock or Blake problem. It turned out to be Pinnock and Blake problem, but the problem started from over the right hand side, Bobby Reed, Lembekisa, and Lowe.
Yeah, but if we play a whole one game and if they have one situation when we had like 6 or 7, then I can live with that.
Yeah, but Cranky, remember
but nobody's perfect,
if
right?
a VAR, that changed the complete game in a Cranky. That is a red card.
Yeah, it could have been a penalty. It could have been a penalty.
It is.
It could have been it would be one or the other. It wouldn't be both. It wouldn't be both. It'd be one or the other.
Okay. So,
I do think that I don't think you can beat Low yesterday. No, I would beat the forwards yesterday. I wouldn't beat anybody else.
Oh, okay. All right. So Cranky, can we stop talk about KC Palmer? His quality. You think that him cementing?
No, he was brilliant. It's his best game for Jamaica by a good distance.
All right. So you think that he
it's his best game for Jamaica by a good distance.
So let me ask you a question.
I had in my JD, I had the exact same team yesterday.
Let me give a poor question to ask you. So Cranky, like how we play Mr. Superstar Liam Bailey central forward just to get him in the game. Wouldn't you not prefer to play KC Palmer in his role and let Liam Bailey go back to his normal position? You don't think he command that to show you that he can control the engine room? What say you?
So I think the coach plays in a certain position to satisfy the public. I don't think the person is a 10. They shouldn't play. Look, we're not playing 4-4-2 anymore. So that conversation is gone. I was looking for that yesterday. We're not playing 4-4-2 anymore, so that conversation is gone. All right, he did play it in the second half when he take off Jamalo and put on Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's a 4-3-3 coach, not a 4-4-2 coach. Okay. So we won't have that. So then we'd have a 10. The player's not a 10. You got to play a 10. I think you're going to play him on the right wing and play somebody else on the left wing. If Greenwood comes, it's going to be really interesting what we do.
All right. So anybody
really
else have any questions, guys? Because I wanted to wrap up. I have, as you guys know, I'm the Edobe of the Nigerian clan. I've been fighting Jamaican people over the last time that I am African, and they said that I'm a sellout. I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I think you're expanding your horizon. I think you're expanding your horizon.
They said I'm a sellout, Cranky. Yeah, Owen and those man, them diss me, Cranky. Yeah, man. I had to call them racist.
Jamaican have enough money. Tell as somebody, JFF, tell me. You see 500 people watch every channel. You can't make no money. You have 200 million Nigerian.
Yeah.
And you have 6 million Jamaican. Where the money go?
But I was talking. I was talking about like roots and them stuff there. The man say me a sellout, man. I mean, I say about Nigeria.
No. You're expanding your horizon. No. You're expanding your horizon.
Yeah,
we are Nigerians or we are Ghanaians, yes.
All right, so Cranky, you need to talk to Owen for me. Disrespectful ass person, man.
All right.
Yeah, him diss me up, man. I'm not gonna forget. Thank you, Cranky, for passing through. I still owe you to come on. You need to listen to what people says in their voice notes. I sent you a voice note peacefully, talking to you. I said, Cranky, I was tired. I can't sleep. I had to deal with my kid. I never got any sleep. But I will come the next day.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard?
You said, excuse your hearing.
Excuse.
But that is me respecting your platform and don't want to give you half-assed content. I want to come with my energy and everything. You saw people can look at two things different. Yeah, I'm telling you, people.
Exactly.
Two people can look at two things different. I got smoke him. All right, people. Big up,
you need to stop smoking. Bye.
All right, big up. All right. Owen said, if Lai was a person, it would be JD. So him said, me never do. He said, Damien said, true. And then everybody here, and you see me I tell a lie. You get me? So people know I was not lying. All right. So guys, give your final point, Chris. Chris, sometimes you have to learn about this. Say you can't just worry people for no reason. All right, because it's a program and people listening.
I am not warring with anyone. People must not live in delusion. And we, in order to move forward, accurate assessment have to be made. My parting with is that Jamaica and Jamaicans have been a dismal failure since independence. Jamaica has the highest murder rate in the world.
Okay.
Just as many Jamaicans live in Jamaica as they are living outside. Why that occur? Because Jamaica has failed economically. Jamaica, let's talk about everybody love Jamaica. That's incorrect. Jamaica needs visa to go to many countries, including the Cayman Islands. If people love you like that, they don't put up visa restrictions.
All right.
That is the truth. If people love you, they want to be around you. They do not block you from coming around them. Jamaica need a visa to go to England, Canada, America, Cayman Islands, and many other countries. Jamaicans are leaving, going to other small islands for work. And the reverse is not happening like that. Those are the facts. We have failed miserably since independence.
All right. Thank you, Big Boss. Yes, those are valid points. But remember, finish up, Big Boss, because we must say a final point, you know.
The most important right is the right to life. Jamaica has the highest murder rate in the world, and it's not close. It's not close. And people like Cranky who live overseas portray.
Come on, Chris, I gotta stop you right there.
What I'm saying is the fact. What I'm saying that's not true.
Chris, but you never hear Chris. Or you can't answer to a next man. You don't answer to him take as yet, you know. And I mean, I want you to tell unnecessary lie upon a person, Chris. Because now you're going on a different road, brother. That's what Chris, just relax, man. If you give a point on Jamaica, give a point on Jamaica, no, man. Why it have to be just... Go ahead, Juras. I can't by there, man. Channel star. Yeah, go ahead, Juras. Go ahead, Big Boss. Me not hear anybody now. You brought up some valid points. Yeah, I'm hearing a Juras. Yeah, he brought up some valid points about the crime and stuff, but why? I don't think Cranky was saying the same. He was giving his take towards what him feel something like. Else. Yes, exactly. I think you're misquoting him, Chris.
So Chris, you're covering something completely different from what Cranky was saying, right? So it's definitely not the same thing. We get your point, but what Cranky was saying is completely different from what you're saying right now, right? So. Go back and listen, probably, please, check back the video when we come off, and you listen to back what to what you were saying. But Chris, just like how you want people to respect your opinion, we have to respect other people's opinion as well. And what you can list as a fact can be fact, you know, but you can list your truth and somebody else has their truth. So the main thing is just respecting how other people feel. You can't stand hard and fast on something and just be like, oh, we're wrong. No, that is his point. And you made something completely clear. You said Cranky lives somewhere else. You live somewhere else. So maybe it's just a different perspective. You understand what I'm saying? But what you're covering on is not what he was trying to say.
Yeah, man. And Chris, me understand what you say, but I'm going to build a different channel because people want to advise them opinion on certain things. You know, because the last night Jamaica lose, a man called me and said, JD, me stress out. And I'm running, him a talk about. And I said, brother, I'm not talk about running. Yeah, understand me, Juras? Say, look like people just want to vet them. I mean, if you know, I don't even remember the brother name. Somebody will tell me in that chat, but the man said I'm stressed out. Say, look like people want to talk about everything in general. And Chris, remember, as you said, I'm an international person and I keep my standard very high as well. So I want to stay on topic because I want anybody can, like, know me around football can say at least he's trying to fit in his culture, but he's standing on the footballing topics. All right, Chris? So respect Big Boss, man. But me not really, me never come for war with nobody. Me just come forgive my statements and stuff, and I think say misrepresenting someone will just lead to unnecessary fights and segregation when I think it's time for unity in a sense. That's just my take, Chris. You get me? And me not disrespecting you. You see me give the platform to speak freely, my brother. So respect me for me to give you a platform.
Yes, I have a respect, but certain things are opinion and certain things are objectively true. I have not given my opinion at all. I have laid out data.
Okay,
Cranky
but Chris,
said,
I don't think he argued. He said
give me one moment. Give me one moment. Give me one moment.
Me done after Chris don't speak, people. Me done. Me never argue nobody else no more time. So
Cranky,
don't Chris, take it.
Cranky said everybody wanted to be like Jamaicans and be around Jamaicans. He said that.
But he's not wrong with that point. Based off where we are,
Chris, let me explain to you something. You know me hard. Everybody say me hard than Jamaica. Don't. Most people think I'm gonna like Jamaica. Jamaica is one of the freest, liberty mind people in the world. Everybody want to be free.
And because
Jamaica,
exactly because
let me finish Juras. Let me finish Juras. So Jamaicans, a lot. Jamaica might be the place where more people, Jamaican people might be the people more people want to be around more than anybody else. I would agree with that statement because they're free. Their mentality is more free than everybody else. Some people would say we don't take things serious. Yeah, by that letter. So let me finish, Chris. Let me finish. Chris, let me finish, Chris. If me not go speak, me nobody want to keep the show. All right? Me can just give the show and you talk for yourself. Let me finish. Me make you talk. Me not agree with Jamaica. Not 95% of things in Jamaica. Me similar to you. But me can say a two different things. A person don't accept Jamaicans in them country means that them know what Jamaicans stand for and them don't maybe like the direction the country going in now. But your overall style as a culture is different from what you're living. It is different. So Jamaica is the energetic type of people. More people can gravitate to that. So in gun places where 50 men are dead, you know still see people left from Japan go there. You know still see people left from Japan go there, Chris. What that mean? That means more people love it. You know, see 50 people go to Russia, in the worst place of Russia. Nobody now go there. Because them not give a liking ability to it, Chris. Two things can be true, brother. Me never need to take up this story, brother. But me think say Cranky have a point, and you have a point, brother. You are talking about the objective truth, which is true. We have the biggest crime rate, and that's why them ban the country. But that not means we are no one likable set of people, brother. That's a two different thing. Because El Salvador had the crime rate for 15 years. But people still like El Salvador people. Because they give off a different vibes. But nobody now got El Salvador just the same. So Chris, listen, man. I don't need to turn my show into a religious art talk, brother. But I have the skill because I have experience. So Chris, you are right in your statement, but you're wrong just the same.
Yeah.
I mean, many people... Many people that Jamaicans come against.
Oh my God.
For example, certain people in a country are not all the people. You understand? You might go to London, for example.
Chris, me done. Chris, me done. You don't understand. Let me just say, Chris. Chris, you keep on saying that. Chris, you don't understand nothing what me just say. Me just give you objective truth. I do. No, Chris, but yeah, respond to something I'm say. Chris, what wrong with you, brother? Chris, you're a band.
I am responding to what you're talking about.
You're not responding to me, Chris.
I am.
You know, I'm gonna make you talk. Chris, I'm gonna make you talk, and you're gonna see, oh, everybody knows saying respond to me. Finish your talk, Chris. Finish that.
JD, please, me can't make my football point and
me want to make the football. Me want everybody talk about Chris.
Everybody
lock up on this star.
Yeah, go make Chris talk out the whole show. Like,
yeah, Chris, man, have a next show for you, man. Chris, man, come on. I'm here to show you respect, but you can't give me no respect, brother. Channel star, Chris.
It have a bit of balance.
Yeah, go ahead, Demo, and everybody just send the final point that will leave, brother. You know?
I'm finish my point.
A long time, brother. Make the man go on, man.
So, I think majority of us that came on the panel and from when I was looking in the chat earlier, we all share the same sentiments that, you know, we like the style of play. We like that we're able to put down the ball on the ground, and everybody seemed to be impressed with Casey Palmer. I was impressed as well. And I really hope that we can carry it over in the Honduras game. Thinking back on the Honduras game, the last time we played Honduras, I felt that we played well. JD feel differently, but I felt that we played decent, even though it was what, a 1-0 victory. So hopefully we can carry that over. Cranky said him no want something to start Low. I think Low should still start. Referring to Jamal Low. And I think we should probably just keep the same lineup.
I agree with you. I agree with you, dear right, Juras, because instant we ask him who for replace him can't get nobody. So that
yeah.
So you're right. Yes.
Yeah, Cranky, Low to start, man. Low definitely needs to start on that in this lineup. In terms of Mikel, everybody just view Mikel as okay. And I understand Cranky point to that, okay, as a striker, you need to put the ball in the back of the net. But if we look how a lot of teams play nowadays, international play and just play.
Juras, don't give him too much too much ammunition because I'm gonna smoke him. Just relax the man. Make him
cool. Yeah, man. But I think Mikel is a valuable player, man. Like a real valuable player. If Shamar was starting and Shamar was on point in terms of yesterday, then we could have a conversation and say, you know what, let's see if we can slide Shamar in. But Shamar came in, and I guess the lack of club games, never did him any justice. So definitely, I see the value in terms of Mikel, hard worker, willing to track back, willing to pick up that ball from midfield, and I think he's one that's willing to do whatever the coach asks him. You know, so somebody like that, definitely have time for. And somebody made the point earlier. I think it was Chris that said it earlier that there's no way that Mikel would be playing for West Ham and playing for even this new coach that came in still has been starting him. Maybe a lot of people say, oh, him probably a warm up for the new striker that they signed, but he's still starting.
No,
he brings some type of value, and we need to watch it.
I don't agree with Cranky said about Antonio. Cranky does. That's the only problem you have with Cranky. They want to win argument, you know. Yes.
No, man, but Cranky have a point.
The goal scoring alone, okay, the goal scoring, yeah. But you have a lot of things, a lot of factors to that. Juras, a lot of factors. And Cranky, anytime I go down at football breaking down, he might cost, yo, brother, that's 19 plus 50. You can't say you use education for everything, and then all of a sudden, I start calling you with facts now. You start, oh, you're 19 plus 75, 45 plus 30.
Yeah, because Mikel not really received the service. We can probably say, out of every game, yesterday may have been the game that he received more service than even Gold Cup and other games. You understand what I say? Yesterday even wasn't up to par in terms of him receiving services. But that's my take. I can say a lot more, but maybe
man. Because remember, I have to run, you know. All right, so Dima, give your point. Dima, give your point, and then Martin come in.
Yeah, man. Just be really quick. I think the summary in all of this is for me personally is just to find balance with the performance. I think we were great in terms of dominating and creating chances and breaking down the low block that they had. I'm very disappointed because, as you know, I am a results person. Jesus, so I am very disappointed that we did. Boss, I'm not argue or nothing. I'm just saying personally, I am a results over performance person, see? And so, would have happy if we win the game. Like, would have extremely happy. If we never have that performance, but win the game with a scrappy 1-0 buck-ups goal or something, would have very happy because would have 3 points and would have the high up on the table right now, see? Mm-hmm. In terms of moving forward to the next game, I think that probably the game time helped a couple players who haven't been playing. Lembikisa play under 21s and him did play left back in the game against Arsenal. Mm-hmm. And you could have say him not really up to speed, but I would definitely start him again. Initially, I say play Latiba there right back, but it is what it is. Would I still start Jamal Low? Like, I think the coach blundered by picking him. Him literally scored 2 goals for him club. And him did upon really good form, not because he missed chances. Like, every player missed chances. Mr. Erling Haaland missed from right at the goal line. So it's like missing. It's not like missing chances don't happen to professional footballers. It's happening all the time. So I'm gonna definitely start him again. I'm not sure I'm gonna make no change to the team. I don't know where Karai do to the people. I'm gonna know what John Russell do. Why them can't start in their midfield. But hey, the coaches I see more than we see. But moving forward, I think we'll probably use the same lineup and hope for the results this time, even if we don't get the performance or we get against Cuba. So that's the balance with me. So.
All right, respect, sir, Demo. Martin, you have anything to say? Because me I run off, big boss.
Yeah, man, just I agree with everything. So I'm not really I'm nothing to say. Just the youth them just need to finish now. I want to make no changes because we don't have literally on the bench. Both are not fit. We can see that Dixon still wants some help. Campbell, we don't know if at the limited time because we see him play better in club. So still the same starting level. Go Honduras. We feel much better, so we can at least do something good and see what the outcome and try to get a 3 points. And done the window with 4 points and over October and see what happens. So that's my take right now.
All right. So respect all of the panelists coming on. Massive respect. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Chris Gambo in business. He never even want to say nothing about the actual game. Yeah, you see me I try to show you. So Chris just come and cause problem for my program, my brother. So now me know. Right now, I have to build a different group. It's something for figure out. Oh, yeah, man. So, people, thanks yet again. Massive respect for the support. And panelists, them come on, give their views and everything. And we drop the information to show you that we might can show some respect to the team. And I think that I for one, came in to expect to just want to see something. And I saw. Bless myself, Marlon Nelson. Thanks for being here. I saw what I wanted to see, people. And I think it's just, let me see what they can add to it against a tougher Honduras team, because Honduras is one of the best teams in our region. All right, we won against them the last time, but they are still one of the best teams. They're going to always play Jamaica 50-50, and if they are in their own elements, it's going to be slightly 45-55 in favor of them. All right, so let's see how we can work around it when they have the advantage, because they're going to have the advantage in their own land. So let me see how it works out, people. So thanks yet again, all the lovely people. I'm going to be doing a stream of a Wemaxit. So if you want to support me there, I'm going to be watching our actual land, which is Nigeria. So if you want to turn into Edobe 3.4, well, you need to come over there and support me over there. But if not, I have no problem. You can continue to support your Jamaican contents. But for me, I've always tried to learn more things. And me covering worldwide contents and being accepted by other people led me to learn a lot more and be a different person and maybe help you in the end. All right? Yeah, man. So big up. Take care. Bye-bye, people.